How we doing, man? I like the fisheye.
It's cool. I realize how fucking awful the webcam works, and I've only got 2 slots for them on a fucking AirMac or whatever it's called. So I was like, you know what? I feel like the fisheye just makes everything kind of cool. I like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm showing my age, but I like it. Okay.
It makes it look like you're inside of like the Power Rangers Megazord or something.
I am. Exactly.
I was thinking he's in a submarine right now, honestly. You know what you got to do with
it? It makes my tiny little office look bigger. So.
What kind of camera are you using for your webcam setup, Jake?
It's the built-in one.
Oh, okay. All right. I was going to say.
I just flipped it over. I got like, look. You see
yeah, because some cameras will have like a 35mm mode where it like crops it in a little bit, because then you won't have the vignetting around you and you'll just have the fisheye.
Yeah, this sucks, I guess, but do you want me to remove it?
I think it's fine. What do you actually? Let's see it without real quick. This is me in director mode. Let's see it without real quick. Can you say something? Because I got dual recordings going, so I can't fuck around with the screen and click over.
1 2 1 2.
All right, it's a little standard. I mean, here's what I would do if I were you. I would switch it up midway through. So I'd say let's leave it on, and then let's get rid of it after like 10 questions. There we go. Make it fun. Give some variety.
And then just say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like,
just start changing your clothes throughout the show, too. All right, we can get this started. Kenny, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Kenny, there was a miscommunication here with Kenny. I did not tell Hans about this. So Kenny, I said to Kenny weeks ago, and I said to Kenny yesterday, I said, hey, we're starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Very simple. However, Kenny uploaded a photo, or a video rather, of himself doing push-ups. And I was
at work.
Yeah, and I was making fun of you, Kenny. I said, what, you can only do 6? And you replied to something. I said, why don't you try 7? And Kenny somehow confused this as 7 p.m. tonight. We're recording the show, not that he can only do 7 push-ups.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
No, definitely not. Like, that'd hurt my feelings. Like, I would have sounded stupid if you said 7 and then, do 7 push-ups. But the fact that you said, why not do 7? Like, you saw me bang out.
But
20,
it was me replying to your push-up video, so I thought clearly you knew I was referring to the amount of push-ups you can do, not the time we're doing the show tonight.
I'm a sensitive individual right now, bro.
What? So I guess 7 was too ridiculous of a number for you to get that. So he should have said what?
He
70?
could do so many push-ups. He never would have considered it was about that. Not even on the push-ups post.
It's like one more. That's not even.
About the push-ups. I thought he was talking about. Oh, you're at work right now. You want to start at 7 then? Like, I was like, I'm not at work, though, but okay. Yeah, we're good at 7. I got to go to the liquor store anyways.
Okay, all right. Well, you gotta get home so you can have some, like, decent audio and Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, no, I'm rushing as fast as I can, kind of, sort of. But...
So he forgot that you were talking about his push-up video. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I forgot he was talking about push-ups in general. I thought he just wanted to record later on. Like, okay, push the date back a little bit. I'm cool. But I'm walking with the quickness as fast as I can to get to a quiet spot. Kind of.
Good. I'm gonna leave you on mute until you get home because
I only fucking saw the tweet like literally 20 minutes ago.
Like, I noticed that, yeah, but that's all right. We got plenty of submissions. We got tons.
Sorry, man. To be honest, I've been using Twitter less and less, but I got some stuff coming out soon, so I was like, fuck, I better use it again for a bit to get the fucking algorithm moving, you know? So,
do any of these questions have to do with me? I'm sorry to cut anybody off. I'm just curious.
Probably.
I honestly, I did not like take too good of a look. I'm pretty sure some like address all 4 of us, but I'm not sure. We're just gonna find out. I don't think any are particular to you though. Also, Jake, can you bring your microphone in a little bit more? You're coming in quieter than these two.
Oh, I can turn it up.
Okay.
Because I'm so fucking loud. How's that? 1 2 1 2? Is that better?
That is much better.
Yeah, cool.
All right, here we go. This is Loveline 5.
God.
How about that? What's the matter? What's the matter, Hans?
I'm just previewing the questions, and this is a lot more serious than I was expecting. A lot sadder. Oh, damn. Okay.
Did you listen to the audio we got?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that'll be interesting too. Hey, it's Loveline.
I don't know what to expect.
It's honestly a mixed bag. Anytime we put these prompts out, there's a hell of a lot of people that will try to troll and be like, my asshole's so itchy and I don't know how to scratch my asshole around my girlfriend. What do I do? And then, we will get very serious questions. Hans, what do you think was like the most depressing question we've ever gotten out of doing all these specials?
Oh man, I don't know, because I'm usually kind of intoxicated, so my memory is not the best when it comes to this stuff. I don't know. We're just lonely guys in like different parts of the US just not knowing what to do when it comes to not being lonely. I think is the saddest thing, because like if you're just stuck and you don't know where to go or like what to do, then that's
Why is it got?
Oh, okay.
what?
Kenny, you just gotta save it until you get home. I think you muted yourself.
He muted me, damn it! No, why I got to be Americans? I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of Costa Ricans are feeling butthurt about love too. Rude.
No, because they're irresponsible. They just have babies. Like that's what happens here. Like if you're lonely, you just go and have a bunch of kids, and then you're not lonely anymore.
Build your family.
That's weird.
We gotta just say at the top of the show, Jake, thank you for joining us for this special. It's been 3 years since you've been on this podcast.
Really? It feels
Yes.
like not long ago. That's crazy. Time just fucking evaporates now. It's crazy. Thanks for having me, man. I love the concept. Someone else asked me to do something like this before, and I was like, fuck no. But when you guys said, yeah, right, this should be fun.
Well, I feel like your audience is close enough in similarity to what our audience is. Like Hans said, probably a bunch of lonely men.
Yeah, there's a yeah. I'm like my audience are like one bad week away from like Uncle Ted shit, and yours are like similar, I reckon.
Yeah, I would say something along those lines. Maybe more like Elliot Rodgers style. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I felt like. I felt like this would be really interesting because it's not often we do guests for this special, because even just having the three of us here going roundtable with the Q&A on what people's submissions are can be very time consuming. Like we had Mumpke Jones, we had Eggy in here before. I feel like you're coming in from a very unique perspective. You're somebody who's seen a lot of the world, and that is maybe going to be like the nice little extra spice we can add to these questions here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give serious advice where possible, but just disclaimer, like, I'm like, I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, but I'm still kind of fucking dumb, so, but like, see how it goes.
I don't think anyone's joining this show listening for intel, and no one's like, I
thought these guys are geniuses, but they're not. No, yeah.
Let's go get the wisdom of everyone.
Yeah, no one's coming in like really hoping that we're gonna solve their issues.
Yeah, I don't think they're taking notes. Maybe.
You know what?
I don't know.
How about this? If we have helped you solve one of your issues, if you phoned in before, please let us know the next time we do one of these specials, because a progress report would be appreciated. They come in. Most of them are anonymous. Some of them, I know who you are. But then they never follow up. I think it just ends in disaster every single time. But maybe this one won't. Maybe this will be a very love-packed summer for you guys because of this show we're doing here today. So Hans, why don't you pull up the first question? You want to start with audio? You want to start with because we got way more written submissions per the usual. But
yeah, let's do audio first, since there's only like 7, I think.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, we had some trolls, and I don't want to waste time though.
What, on the audio?
No. I'm saying I weeded out some of the audio submissions because people are just fucking around.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up the first one.
They're doing like AI of Eggy's voice and Mumpke's voice, by the way. They're doing that type of shit when they send in submissions. So I thought before we had actually had Mumpke phone in with something, and no, he said that wasn't me. That was an impersonator.
Just tricked.
Very, very, very peculiar stuff. Okay, all right, what do we got here, Hans?
All right, this is the first audio.
Hello, family and friends of the Movies Podcast. I wish you a very happy Wednesday.
What's that?
Here's the situation.
Yeah, I think
You're
I know.
a conflict journalist and you don't know how to handle conflict. What do you do about that? That's more important to me than any dating advice right now. How do you deal with being a conflict journalist who hits the gym, apparently, at least on Instagram, and doesn't know how to handle conflict? Nothing to do with your guest or anything like that. Just a general question I was really wondering about. If it's a misunderstanding, then good. But I don't know how to feel right now, so any elucidation would be appreciated.
Hold up, I should have listened to these
Especially Hans.
better before. Sorry, this is DC.
Wait, hold on. What is he at the end?
Appreciate it. All the best, especially Hans.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Okay, I thought it was.
Or until next time.
Yeah, so you haven't done DC's podcast? Is that what happened? Because
What happened with you in DC, Jake? I thought you guys were good.
Yeah, I mean,
Hans,
bro,
take this
you
off the
think
screen.
I
Take
can't
this off
handle
the screen.
conflict? Like, meet me, all good, man. We'll handle conflict, no problem. What the fuck is his problem?
I don't know, but here's the thing about DC. DC is a very sensitive guy at times. There's frequent misunderstandings,
Hey,
miscommunications
go fuck
with him.
yourself, man.
Do you know what happened?
No, I know what it is. Oh fuck yeah! Someone, I can't even remember who it was. Someone was like, like I worked with him. I was like, yeah, he's cool. And then I was like, oh, he unfollowed me on Instagram, and that was it. And then he was like, oh no, he didn't. I was like, I think he did. And I was like, all right.
Bro.
I think it's something like, bro, like fuck, don't he make like films?
He went over to Greece and on a famous person, their dime, to go shoot his new movie. First of all, DC, I thought you were retired from podcasts. This kind of cancels that. You cleared your entire archive of podcasts.
Maybe it is that. Like maybe it's literally that.
DC is probably dead serious with that message. He thinks you hate him, and that's why he sent that message. But DC's
Well, I
like,
hate him now.
I think I've known him for what, like 4 years, and 4 years, maybe a little longer. I still don't know when he's serious or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
Yeah,
even in person, like I've kind of like, wait, I don't know. Are you actually mad or not? Like I don't know. And then he thinks I hate him just because I don't know how to react. Like his autism and my autism kind of like clash. So then I'm just like, wait, are we? I don't know. So it's like a weird
I hope
back
he's
and
not
forth.
serious. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Someone messaged me, and I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, motherfucker, he like unfollowed me or some shit, and that was it. And I don't know. I mean, bro, I wish I didn't handle conflict. I'm always fucking arguing with people, man. I can never shut my mouth. I'm always like, hey, what is this? But like over something like Instagram, I don't give a fuck. If you don't follow me, I'll unfollow you. Like it's not a big.
Oh yeah, what was the thing? The other day he messaged me because I left a review on Letterboxd about his short because I saw his like 20-minute short that said like an interview or something, and then he messaged me. And he was like, "So you have time to watch my short, but not my film because I started a film and never finished it." And I was like, "Well, your film is like an hour and a half, and I don't have that link." So, so I did it.
I hope he's not. I mean, if he's that serious, there ain't nothing you can do for. Okay. Advice: if you're serious, just relax, man. Like it's all fine. Like it's not that deep. If you unfollow me on it, like he unfollowed me on Instagram, like, bro, I don't blame you. I'm fucking annoying. You know what I mean? Like I'm a prick. So it's all good, man. Like it's fine. But other than conflict, I don't believe there is any. But if there is, man, let's do one fucking left, right, good night. Let's do it that way, man.
DC's entire. He's serious. I know DC well enough to know he's actually serious with this. And the problem here is like DC.
Yeah, I remember saying, I was like, I let him fucking use some like logo or some shit. I let him use the Away Days logo in his film and shit, and then he like unfollowed me. I was like, prick. Like whatever, man. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know, but I remember seeing it like that.
This has been like a recurring thing with DC, where DC will have like a dialogue with somebody, and he'll read it one way, and then the other person will take it another way, and then he just assumes there's like a beef there that does not exist.
Bro,
So DC,
imagine me having a beef with him for no reason. I went on his podcast, like it's good.
This has happened like 6 or 7 times, and Hans can verify that as well.
Yeah.
DC's just he's one of the most interesting people, but he gets things confused sometimes. Hans, why don't we pull up a
seems super
different one?
interesting. I like him. Yeah,
He's a good
not
guy.
anymore.
He's a good. No. Now you hate him. Now it's confirmed.
Yeah.
There is a
Let's
rivalry
do a
there.
creator clash or whatever the fuck it is. Nah, he's cool, man. I actually asked him, I was like, man, why do you have that thing on your nose? I was like, is it actually for breathing? He was like, yeah, I got a deviated septum. I was like, man, I felt bad for asking then. I was like, fuck. But yeah.
I got one of those now. I only figured that out on my own. I didn't. Anytime I asked him, I feel like I did not get an answer. And then I found one of these on Instagram ads. It changed my life.
Bro,
Those things
I'm
are
such a
amazing.
fiend for that. I got so much crap that I'm like, why did I buy this? You know, I don't even really use Instagram that much either. I delete the fucking thing because I waste too much time in it. And it's like every time I'm on it, I'm like, oh, I get fooled again. Like, oh, I
Hmm.
need this, and it's useless. But yeah,
Hans, why don't we pull up a different audio there, since that was kind of a strikeout.
so like, I really
Hello,
like
guys.
that one.
Kenny, Hans, Jake. I have a general question. Online, you hear about guys who are usually handsome, who are jobless, or they are doing really badly financially, or they're in a rut in their life, and they have girlfriends. Or they just do very well with women. They have maybe a lot of one night stands, or like a friends with benefits situation. But either way, they do get with women, and a lot of times they can leech off that woman. They kind of can depend on that woman, and the girl will provide for a certain amount of time. And I was wondering, have you guys ever encountered that or seen that in real life, or maybe been in that situation? I know Kenny might. I'm not sure, but I was gonna say, do you see that? Because in real life, I do see. I have seen that maybe once or twice, and from my personal stories, I have seen it where usually the guy is handsome, and the girl he is dating, she is stable, but she is definitely below his league, and she's usually chubby, or maybe there's some mental problems there. But I do see it where, on the other end, if it's from a girl's perspective, you definitely see why she's with him. He is above her league looks wise. And I just wanted to ask, what are your kind of real life encounters with that? Did you guys ever see that in real life or been in that situation?
No, I'm in Latin America. That would never. No, no. You pay for everything. No, never. I wish, kind of.
I've been that guy.
He wants advice. I don't get it. He's
well,
just
I
he
guess
wants.
asking if-
he's just like, does that actually exist? Is that real?
Yeah.
Can that be me?
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's like, what is the? Because
I was
he didn't even say she was old.
no,
It's just
just
like, oh,
like
she was.
you mid. I was definitely that dude when I was like 22, 23 years old, where like I was a parasite for sure. And like also there was an older, not too much older. She was 39, I was 21, and I definitely milked all of the opportunity out of that I could, because I kind of felt like I was out of my league, and I was like, this isn't going to go anywhere, but I'll definitely entertain all the options being presented to me as a result of this. And she was pretty especially for 39 years old, but like she had a kid and everything. And, so that was an interesting situation. I've done that before when I was like broke, but, not for a very long time. What about you, Jake?
No, alien concept.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have the
Well, I'm not handsome
personality.
enough. No one's
Well,
gonna be like, yeah, let me pay for you. Like the fuck? Where's the money? Yeah,
I think
nah.
that's the problem. I think if that was to happen to one of us, it would have to be like someone that you're definitely there for that. So you're just kind of like, I'm putting up with the fact that this person that's not attractive and just like a gross old woman or whatever is willing to pay for all of this because, like you said, we're not handsome enough to get like a hot, rich, CEO or whatever. We're just like their boy toy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I think if I was ever in that situation, I don't think I have the personality for it. I that would be.
Same.
I think
Things happen like that, and you think they don't, and then you find out like they do, but again, just to like way better looking guys.
But
I think
you
you
know.
would be surprised. I really do. And frankly, I won't say too much, but we know, Hans, we know people that
Oh,
have
yeah.
been in this situation for serious, and it's very wealthy women, and it's like not what you would consider like conventionally handsome, not ugly maybe, but like people get opportunities just from entertaining women of a certain bracket that you probably wouldn't naturally want to entertain. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I don't think you need to be a
Well, you
stud
gotta
to
remember,
get in
I'm
that
in England.
situation.
it's rough out here.
Yeah, that's valid.
We don't even have millionaires here. What do you mean? Everyone's broke here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to be the ugly woman and pay for everything.
Well, I mean, Kenny, before I guess his phone died or something. I just tried to text him and it went.
It's gone.
It's just blank. But he's home now, so hopefully he'll hop back in. But that's been like Kenny's last 4 relationships, frankly, and that's probably what prompted that question. I mean, Hans, would you consider Kenny handsome?
No, but
Well, that's rude. That's really fucking mean. You don't think he's handsome?
no, but but he has something going for him that we don't. That I think once you find out if it's true or not, it's too late, right? So
He's like cool though. You know what I mean? He's got like the vibe. You know what I mean? I think.
no,
like,
I don't think that either. But
from what I've seen of him on the internet, but
no, but I mean like I again, it's such an alien concept to me in like my life that I don't even know how you would even get into a situation like that. I feel like Kenny, for whatever reason, have stumbled into that multiple times without realizing or appreciating the fact that he's stumbled into that multiple times. He just gets cocky and shit. But I don't even know like what kind of person you have to interact with or where you would interact with this kind of person that would be willing to do that type of stuff, especially here where everything is still very much like 20 years behind the first world when it comes to dating. So everything is still very much like male dominated. It's either male dominated, they want you to do everything, or it's like a modern day feminist where it's just like, how dare you pay for me type of shit. And I want neither, you know? So like for me, it's just like completely a different world for me. I don't even understand.
But it's not even necessarily like consciously female dominated. Like that's I think what you're misinterpreting here is you're kind of fulfilling. Oh, she's like lonely. She's alone. She wants like a man that's going to be like a strapping young buck to handle things, even though she's going to be like handling the money or whatever. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking for like, oh, I want a young guy I can be in control of. So that's I think the disparity with that. And with Kenny's situation, I don't think that's any coincidence that he's wound up in that situation 3 or 4 times. It's just, I think when you get into that and it's your rhythm and you feel comfortable with that, you naturally just draw that energy and you attract that type of person towards you. It's like you could drop a drug addict into any fucking city and probably within an hour they're going to figure out where the drugs are. You know, I think it's the same thing. Why don't we pull up one of the written prompts?
Okay. And yeah, that's true. I've been with Jerry before where we arrived to a new city and then within 5 minutes he's like, "Oh, I know where every dispensary in the city is." So you're right. You're correct.
hard drugs, it's even more like real. Like they'll sniff it out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah. I know people like that, and you're like, they'll go up to the bar and like within 20 minutes, like, hey, I'm going somewhere, and you're like, why? And
Yeah.
you're like, how the fuck? Yeah.
I was traveling with a guy, and he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna feel this area out a little bit for a little bit. You guys go on without me. And I was like, all right, well, good luck.
Yeah, they just know the code. It's crazy, man.
Yep.
It's a shame that it's wasted on like getting heroin, but you know, it's fucking impressive.
They just come back with itchy teeth for no reason.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here, Hans?
All right, this is from.
Oh, no! Don't pull it. Just let's crop out the names or the emails, please.
Sorry, my bad. Okay.
Oh man, sorry. I'm gonna have to do some editing, I guess.
All right, this is what minute? Where are we? Minute.
It's not gonna matter. Let's just, I won't even
right.
clap. I'll figure it out later.
You want to read it out?
Yeah, you're not centered though, so like the screen's cropping on me. You know what? It's fine. All right, so this is from somebody named Saxon. Hello, gentlemen. I have an inquiry about where to find non-whorish or normal women in the city of New York. I work with mostly film art females who are very promiscuous, as commonly caricatured and politically irritating. I would say politically, I lean more towards right-wing ideology according to the current-day political zeitgeist. I don't have a problem with anyone with opposing views, but a key event that made me realize I should stop approaching these women at my workplace was when I posted a comedic clip of comedian Sam Hyde, in quotations, that's his real name, causing the girl to belittle me in my DMs due to her being notified by a male best friend, yikes, big yikes, that he is a problematic figure. Funnily enough, I saw him watch every single thing. Funnily enough, I saw him publicly like a Sam Hyde clip, but I digress. I don't want to be around these types of women who will watch every single thing that you like, repost, or follow to make sure you agree with them on every single political idea they have. Got any tips? Hans, feel free to also respond to this question, even though you aren't in the New York area.
Oh, thanks. Very kind. Very kind of you. I don't know.
I find that so depressing. Like a fucking grown man that's like, I'm looking for a non-whorish. It's like, man, get off the fucking.
Get ready for the next 30 questions, Jake.
Bro, like, I'm a grown adult and I wonder why someone got upset that I shared a controversial clip in public. What the fuck? Like, shut the fuck up.
Why are you getting mad? Why are you?
Get out. You know, like, I had a friend, a real good friend once that, he was working at like for Netflix and like sharing like fucking spicy memes in the work chat and was like, I can't believe it, everyone got so annoyed. And I was like, you literally should be fired. Like, what are you talking about? Like, grow the fuck up. Like, freedom of speech. Like, you're at work.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's
I got enough to say to this prick.
That's the problem here is like you want it both ways where you want to attract women, but like you don't want to concern yourself with what your perception you're building is.
Right.
And that's just the and also you're in New York. You're apparently working alongside these types of women. So if you're worried about that sort of thing, and it sounds like you don't want to date them, but you're bothering yourself about how you might come across with them. I mean, what do you really want? If you don't want to date, if you want non-whorish women, honestly, I would say New York is kind of it's a disaster pit for dating anybody of like real substance because and this goes across the board. This isn't just like dating, but like friendships you make in New York are so thin and will have like a 2-year expiration date. Everybody's just coming and going and time moves so fucking fast in this city that like the people you know when you move here, the people that you know in your second year here, you're probably not going to know them by your 5th year if you're around that long. So I would say, go somewhere else. Get the hell out of there. Go to Connecticut. I bet there's nice girls in Connecticut.
That point you made there about even friends is so legit. In any like big media city, like when I worked at Vice, I was so young and I just come like fresh from the Midlands, like little slum, compared to Shoreditch. And I remember, I made some really good friends there, and I thought like, wow, these are like my fucking friends, right? Like these are my pals. And like when I stopped working there, like there's 2 people there, like my best friend for life, you know what I mean? Like there's, but of the whole group, like so many of these people that I was super close with. One guy, like we were really close. And like I was, I stopped working there, so I wasn't around as much. And then like he didn't invite me to his wedding, and I thought, fuck, I must have upset him. So my friend asked, and he was like, wow, we just didn't see him for a while. I was just like, what the fuck? Like that's all it takes to not invite someone to your fucking wedding. This is a guy who would be like, yeah, we're like really good friends. And I was like, and I was like, I never talk to this guy again because then he's like, what's his problem? And it's like, yeah, man, like that, like slimy media friendship where it doesn't actually mean
I can say
anything.
firsthand,
So
I've had at least like 2 friendships that have come out of New York where it's like, oh man, peanut butter and jelly. It's like fucking, all right, there's a good chemistry there. And those flame out the fucking fastest. Yeah. Those are the first to die. And it's all just like, at the end of the day, it's a very cutthroat city. And the same rules probably apply to dating. Like people have an idea of what they want. And you're also faced with the notion that, okay, well, there's a lot of competition on both sides of it for something better. And that's going to be perpetually in your mind. So unless you meet like somebody really well-raised who knows who they are, you're not going to find that probably in any creative field in New York, especially with younger people. I think you're better off just looking somewhere else, frankly. And Hans, they wanted your input, right? You've been in New York. You've been around New York girls.
I think that before I even hung out with you, like the first time I was in New York over 15 years ago or whatever, I went in there because one of my favorite bands got back together, and I was like, fuck it, I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll learn what New York is like and visit it, and then see this band. And I just went on like dating apps. I was like, cool, I'll find someone to go to this thing with me. No, that doesn't work in New York. There's too many people. Like no one's replying to your shit. Like you have to be like I I don't know if you have to be in like the premium, what is it, Raya or whatever the fuck those other apps are for anyone
Oh,
to pay
that's
attention
like
to
for like
you.
rich people, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Tinder for rich people. Yeah, I watched the thing about that, and I was like, how is this fucking real? Like, what the hell, man?
I had a friend on there who linked with Spike Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
What the
I
hell?
was like, is this a catfish? Like you would catfish a Spike Jones of all people? No, it was actually Spike Jones. So
Wow.
I
yeah,
think that's probably because I've lived in, I mean, I don't know if you want to say Toronto is like a big city, but I've lived in Toronto, I lived in
yeah,
London, where I've had friends that at the time I think, oh man, this is like a friendship for life. Like I'm never not gonna be in contact with this person. And as soon as I moved away from that, that's gone and like
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just because like everyone just kind of moves on with their life. But there's also that thing of like I've tried to reach out to a lot of those friends that I thought were close at the time that I just stopped messaging with because I moved away and like everyone just moved forward with their life or whatever. And I just think that maybe the whole competitiveness of living in a big city makes you be more disconnected from those type of things where everyone is just kind of replaceable because you just keep meeting new people. Like, oh, I'm working on a new film, so I'm meeting a new group of people or whatever. So I don't know if that has to do with the fact that New York City, whenever I've been there, it feels like it's disconnected from like humanity. You know what I mean? Like it's if you're a New Yorker and you live there, you're in like in your own bubble and like your own thing and that's New York and that's it and that's your world. But I think like everyone is just kind of looking for that opportunity to get famous or like that opportunity to get big or like that opportunity to get rich or that opportunity to, so it's more difficult to find a connection or to find a type of friendship that will be long lasting with someone that's so focused on that. And I think living in those cities kind of forces you to have that mentality because everything moves so quickly, and every day you're interacting with a new person. There's a new crazy person that you're dealing with every day. So I think that probably has more to do with how difficult it is to keep a relationship in these places. And
yeah.
I'm just saying that because like I said, I live in Toronto for like 4 years. I live in England for 4 years. Do I talk to any of them? No. And I have really close friends that would interact with every day. And even when you message them and like try to like rekindle something there, or like everyone's moved on, they have kids now, like they have a husband or a wife. So like everyone just kind of, I guess, moved up with their life where you're not really important anymore or a part of it even because you've been away for so long that I kind of get it, even though it does suck because at the time you think, I'm gonna hang out with this person or talk to this person forever. But I think that's just big city. Like
I
how many
think I
how
think the media is different though. Like like in London, I call it like media London and then London. Like your average Londoner is pretty cool. Like I know I got a friend. She's like born and raised in Queens in New York, and she's cool, man. And like I met her like twice, and we still talk. She's a cool person, and it's like. But then there's other people that I've worked with that are like from the New York media scene who like they won't reply to me 15 times until they want something. So I
Mhm.
think it does depend the industry. But yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Hans, you
Doomer,
said something
doomer
that just
hours.
made me consider something else, which is okay if this guy who is specifically dealing with like what sounds like dime square art ho girls, like uh, you probably I think maybe not dating outside of the city, although I think that would be the ideal. Maybe don't date somebody creative
Mhm.
because that's something as well. It's like okay, if you're dating an actress or a writer or anybody like that, they're going to be working with other people who are creative, and they might have it in their head that they might want to social climb. That could be an element to their personality. It's certainly an element with a lot of girls out here. And that could potentially cause some problems in dating. And Jake, I was going to ask, do you feel like you, as a creative person, do you wind up dating other creative people, or do you prefer to avoid that?
Incel only. um, I honestly like me and my friend used to joke. I mentioned this 100 times, but it still makes me laugh. When we were in fucking Iraq, like covering like the ISIS battle, we were saying like the only people here worse than ISIS is the journalists because I love the industry. Sorry, I hate the industry. I love the medium of like journalism and that, but the industry I fucking hate it. I barely hang out with any other reporters. Yeah, not because I'm like think I'm so great. It's not for me, bro. Like that whole world is not for me. I can't do it. Like I don't know, man. I end up in arguments a lot with that, and like I just end up. When I see someone being shitty, I can't. I just have to be like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, how can you just say that to that person? And I feel like, very quickly, I tried to blend in with it for a few years. I even tried to talk differently and try and act like them a little bit because I was young and, kind of felt like, why do these people reject me? And then it's like, well, yeah, because they're fucking scumbags. And I was raised like with integrity and, loyalty is an important thing by my, my family, my granddad especially. So I just, when I feel that bad vibe, I'm like, I'm out, like I don't go. So also like, if you ever been to like a journalist, like award show, man, it's all like people, they think they're like so fucking important, like it's patting on the back and it's like, oh my god, like we're so great, it's sickening. It makes me want to sick in my hands. So yeah, I don't fuck with that stuff. There are like a few like reporters like that I'm really good friends with, but they're definitely in the minority. So generally I would rather just be away from it, bro, honestly. Yeah, also it's like, what do you have to talk about if you work in the same fucking industry all the time? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it could get weird. Also, I don't want to hear about, like, I don't want to be like, oh, how was the war that you went to? I'm like, man, I don't want to. I just want to like talk about some dumb shit. Like it's kind of, I don't know. I think people have a different perception of like what I do versus who I am. Like I'd rather fucking kick it with you guys than go to a fucking journal award ceremony for sure,
Yeah. Hey, let's compare scars in the back of our thighs
Yeah,
from
man.
shitty toilets that we sat on in the middle
Yeah,
of whatever. Yeah.
I got the worst PTSD actually. Like and a lot of journalists really hate me for acting like this. But I had to, man. I had to just detach myself from that world because I just felt like, I don't know, man. I'm very, I think, quite deeply about things that maybe others don't. But like, everyone's like, "Oh, it's just a game. It's just a game." And I was like, "Man, I'm losing my fucking soul out here." Like I did like 4 or 5 years working in that world really deeply in London, like out there partying and I just like at the end of it, I was like, "Who the fuck am I anymore?" Like. I didn't like it, man. Yeah.
I think this creative industries, if you want to say journalism is one of them, I guess.
I mean, documentary filmmaking.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
Everything is very. Is it mind bites dog? Is that the right expression? No, that's not it. I mean, like it's very cutthroat, right? And I think
it is.
It's difficult to exist in the field if you have values and if you have like if you're willing to just like speak up because something is fucked up as opposed to just like lowering your head and just taking it because you want to be a part of it. And that's my least favorite part of like filmmaking and like playing that game, because you have to not be yourself and instead you have to like bring whatever is different about you. You have to bring it down so that it's safe for everyone and that you don't offend anyone. This question about the Sam Hyde thing, I mean, I don't want to shit on our listeners, but that's fucking retarded. Like, you're posting a probably blackface Sam Hyde clip and you expect that liberal girl that you work in a creative film in New York to not react negatively to it. I'm sorry, like, you're in the wrong city and in the wrong field if you don't think you're gonna get a negative reaction with that. Even if it's not blackface, what is it? Oh, he's making fun of handicapped people. That's not gonna work either.
Surprise, adults are like, oh, I don't really like that.
It's made to shock, right? So if you're posting that clip and being like, why are you making fun of this shit? If trans, obviously you're in a liberal place, like you're not gonna get any support with that. But also, I don't know if Lores wants me to mention this, but we had kind of a weird incident in our last production when it comes to New York stuff like this, where we were told.
You can go ahead. I mean,
okay.
So one of the actors pulled me aside and was like, so. And by the way, they did I don't want to get too deep into it, so nobody looks into it. It's already been resolved. Everything's hunky dory. But this is somebody we worked with multiple times who's just from like the New York actor world and went to like a very nice acting school. Pulled me aside on this recent one we just shot. and goes, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they're familiar with your work, and they told me you and Hans are Nazis.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
god.
are you fucking serious right now?
Jesus
First of all, it's
Christ,
2026.
bro.
Is this really a concern? Second, no, I don't think so.
Third, I'm Mexican. Like, what do you
That's some
mean?
of the biggest ones out there, man. Look, he's got the skinhead after all, you know.
I mean,
It makes me wonder if that actually crossed this person's mind, but it
oh,
was
I'm
absurd.
sorry. I don't want to be embarrassed with what grows on top of my head. My bad. Like, that has nothing to do with how I feel
It's
about other
crazy,
races.
man.
It's just,
Yeah.
I don't want to embarrass myself with my widow speak over here. But that, like, the shit like that is like, I guess something that you would expect in a place like New York, right? Because even though he was on set with people that were not all white, but still, like, that's still in the back of your head of like, well, but what if they're actually Nazis? And it's like, dude, like,
Jesus Christ, man. I've had flack before. People like, you shouldn't go and talk to that, like, them lowriders guys. I'm like, God, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I had someone once, like, like, Sam Black, who does all our music, who's, like, one of my childhood fucking friends. I don't know, he must have, like, shared something. And someone was like, you need to talk to your boy. Like, and I was like, yeah, right, I'm gonna go and have a go at my fucking one of my closest friends in my life because somebody on the internet misinterpreted something. Like, and it's like, bear in mind, like, half my family are not even white. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't think I would allow a fucking Nazi around my peoples. Like, it's just like, I just was like, fuck off, you know? And then I saw, like, the DM, someone scream, oh, Jake, I raised this with Jake and he told me to fuck off. Good. Who are you? Who do you think you are? You know, like, it's outrageous, this kind of expectation of people to account for, like, this, that, and the other, man. And it's like, I mean, do you know what, though? Fair play to that guy, as absurd as it is. Fair play for DC will like this, non-conflict resolving or whatever. Fair play for him to go in like, hey, what the fuck is this? And you guys being like, no. Like, because there are people that would be like, guess what? You know, like, it's just like, fucking hell, man. Like, yeah. I mean,
that is the other
yeah.
side of it. Is to handle it the way that this person did handle it, which was they came to me separate after we were done shooting, and then actually believed me when I said no, we're not Nazis. It was like, I'm just so glad to hear that.
Man,
It is like a
boy.
weight off my shoulders. So for like 3 years or whatever, this dude fucking thought in the back of his head that this was going to be something. It's just like, all right, Hans,
he should have. Like, after 3 years, I'd feel like you should feel pretty badly about yourself if you just carried on working with guys
You would
who thought might
imagine.
literally be Nazis,
Right.
you know? Like, fucking hell.
yeah. Hey, this is like
I had a funny experience when so obviously I've been making these, like, with the Waydays, we've been making like documentaries with these no rules fight clubs, and like in this no rules, the world, it's kind of like the rule is like there's no politics inside, so you'll literally see like full on neo-Nazis like hanging out with like anti-fascist guys, and like, because like everybody fights, you know, there's like anti-fascist hooligans, there's neo-Nazis, there's a load of black fighters, but the rule is like, you know, in this bubble, like the politics is left at the door and that's it, sort of thing. And I was in France, and one of these like fucking active club guys were like, we know who you are, and I was like, yeah, who the fuck are you? Like, I know who you are, you know. It's kind of like aggressive. And then they were like, well, you know, it is what it is. We like your films, though. And I was like, all right, cool, thanks. And they were like, but you know, outside of this, and I was like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it was like, it was so funny that like he wanted to let me know, like, yeah, we want to kill you, but also we don't mind your films. You know, like, I was like, all right, like, I'll take it. Yeah, it's fine, like, whatever. But yeah, it's you got to deal with people you don't like in this world. All that shit's over anyway. Luckily in England, at least, like, I think it's on the way out as well.
That's why it was such like a big surprise to get that. It's
Yeah,
like, dude,
must
it's
have been,
2026. We are so far out of that, realm of things.
Yeah.
But Hans, let's get to the next question here.
Yeah.
Is this a troll? Let's see. All right, hey, Lores and Hans and Terry and who's Terry and whoever is there with you. I'm honestly feeling more and more apathetic about dating or even the marriage life and having kids, and I'm full-on kissless, hugless. I'm a full-on kissless, hugless guy, and it just seems that what I have been looking for is a person to comfort me in my life. But I've been dealing with stuff much better now, so much better that I've become a person that prefers isolation. As for sexual needs, I just jerk off. It feels like I've lost some animalistic instinct to find a mate. That's from
man.
Masturbate.
That's sad, man.
Damn,
It
did I
sounds like-
send this?
Shit, it's hands on his ult.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you solved your own problem there, right? I mean, it's sad if this is true and not ironic. Hans, why don't we pull up a different one?
Yeah, first of all, that's not how you spell sexual or animalistic. I don't know.
Sexual.
This is very, very excited to type this up. All right, here's another one. Question to Jake. What was the biggest cultural difference between you and someone you dated, and did you ever butt heads over it?
Uh, Fuck, man. No, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really know what to say. No, no, I don't know. I don't really. I like cultural differences. Do you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy it, and I feel like, the kind of people I'm around, it becomes like always a joke. You know, like it's like the thing of like, well, you know, we love each other so much that our differences are just irrelevant. You know what I mean? So it's like you just turn them into jokes. I think that for me is always like something that it doesn't really.
I don't think
I
you
don't
could
know,
do your
man.
job if that was a problem for you.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly. Like, yeah, like I mean, I can never really butt heads and be like, hey, we're from, you know, certainly people I would be with would always be from different cultures pretty much. And it's like, I'm not, I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm from like a pretty mixed family, mixed background, mixed area. It's not like, England's quite interesting in that. Like outside of London, if you're kind of from an area, you're just from there. It's not like, you know, like the whole racial stuff is not really as big. I know in America, like, you know, it's quite a big deal for like X race to go out with Y race. Like in England, it's really not like that. You know, it's certainly not where I'm from. So it's kind of like, you know, whatever. You know, like I remember at school for years we had like a load of Muslim friends, and you know we knew they were different religion or whatever. We didn't even, and then like 9/11 happened, and like we were like, yo, apparently like Muslims did it, and like our friend Ali was like, fuck you, and I was like, what? He's like, I'm Muslim. I was like, oh, sorry, like what? You know, like it was like we and then we didn't even. It wasn't even like
It
you
was
know.
the Jews.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. Then we had a Jewish friend. Who's like, "Hey, fuck you," but like, you know, it was not to say like I don't see color. It's just, you know, we do, but it's like I don't know. It would never be like you said. I couldn't do my job if it was butting heads with something. I couldn't imagine. I'm trying to think of an example, man. I feel bad. Like it's a shit answer, but nah, man. Like maybe if it was like. I don't know. It's not someone I would, you know, I would more likely to butt heads with someone that's more like kind of a sociological difference, you know, as opposed to a cultural one. Yeah,
It,
I don't
it's
know.
also like I think you have to really date deep into a faith or like something like that
Right, exactly.
for it
Yeah,
to like
someone like
affect.
that's never gonna come to me, bro. They're gonna be
Right.
like,
Yeah, exactly. It's
you
like
know,
you're not gonna be approached by this deeply Hindu woman that's like,
yeah,
well, I need you to go kiss an elephant at my wedding, whatever the fuck they do. I don't know.
yeah,
But for the differences to matter, I feel like where we live, and even though you know we live in three completely different places, like everyone that lives in these places kind of adjust, or
yeah, yeah,
at
yeah,
least a couple generations away from being that traditional, where like, well, if you date me, you have to dress this way, or you have to do this, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't know. I mean, I've mostly dated white women, which is not a great look for me. But
I'm the opposite.
well, that's because I'm surrounded by everything
Yeah,
but white. So I
yeah.
guess it's just kind of like it's like the, you know, the thing that you look for. But I'm also very whitewashed. So like my cultural differences with them have never really
Not big.
been a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like I said, I think you have to go really deep with someone that has values and traditions that is very difficult to find if you're trying to date like a younger person, you know, unless again they're out of the boat or whatever that's called, you know, where
There's a big now I come to think of it, not me, but one of my best friends, his girlfriend or like his fiance, sorry, is Muslim. He's not, and she's, you know, she's chill, whatever. Like she's not like, oh, you have to do this, but the family are. You know what I mean? Like the family are quite like, it's okay now, but there's a lot of butting heads and in that respect. So that's probably something that I imagine people would get issues with. But no, I'm not really no, I never really had it. Thank God I never had that. But yeah, I know my friend sometimes he's a bit like, fuck man, like, he's like, what do I have to do now? And then the same with her, his family are like from an very white area where they never met a Muslim, and they're just what does she do? And they're like, she's like very British, you know what I mean? And so when they meet her, they're like, oh, she's great. So I think there is that. That's the beauty, though, I think, of having these, like, you can't be scared of the grandma says this. Yeah, the grandma's, like, because she's from a different time or whatever, and, like, once they introduce each other and it's all nice or it's whatever, like, I mean, you might have had it, Jay, with, like, your wife or whatever is, like, I don't know, do you say about it online? I don't know.
I keep myself very private.
Actually.
Same.
Sorry.
I like to keep my life divorced, not my relationship. But the closest thing that I can think of is like way back in the day. I was kind of like I wasn't online like that, but I guess my personality in my late teens, early 20s was very like YouTube atheisty.
And, man, I went through some of that. Yeah.
I think we all went through that phase. And I was seeing a girl who was very Christian, like very good-natured Christian, but she, was kind of weird too. It was a little weird about it. And that was like off-putting to me, where I was like, okay, I don't think I can really seriously date this girl. And so I had to detach from that. But that's like the closest thing that I've ever dealt with in terms of that. Cultural differences, I mean,
it's not that world, I don't think, unless you live in like fucking like, in some really like backwoods place or in some like, overly progressive place where everybody has to fucking hyper focus on the differences as if like we have to respect them. Like, no, you just got to understand it and fucking move on,
Yeah.
But yeah, I went through that fucking edgy atheist shit, man. Like, just like, yeah, Christopher Hitchens is right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going into church. I remember going into church in Ireland and with a family, and there's like this old lady there, just like whole family dead, and she's just praying, and it's like, what am I gonna do? Be like, stupid idiot?
Heaven,
like, I
heaven, like, mom, really, really?
Guess what? Yeah, Mother Teresa was a piece of shit. Like, yeah, it's like. Also, I believe in God anyway, so it's like.
I feel like I went through my atheist also phase in my early 20s, but also like I always remember, like I can't be a hypocrite. When I was a little boy, I would get anxiety attacks because I would think about, if I go to heaven, that's forever. What do you mean forever? And I would just I would get sweaty in bed, like shaking, thinking about like
I used to
scared of heaven,
to go to hell. Yeah,
dude,
my teachers used to scare the shit out of me. Yeah,
well, that's the worst part. Like hell makes sense to be afraid of. Heaven, I was just like,
yeah,
wait, what do you? I was like, wait, so I will be sitting in front of a fucking tree and have an apple every day forever? Like why? Like that? And I would just get like anxiety as like
that's such an adorable vision of heaven for baby you to have.
Dude, I was like, kid. No joke, like 10, 11, and I just remember like going to my parents' room and just standing there and staring, hoping that they'll notice me, but they're asleep. And then like at some point my dad would wake up, obviously freaking out because he's 5'11".
What the fuck are you doing?
his 5'11", 200-pound son that's only 10 years old is standing in front of him, staring at him. And then he would be like, what's up? And I would just be like, well, what do you mean I'm going to have an apple every day? Like, it never ends? And like that concept of like heaven and religion, like it was never peaceful to me. It was always just kind of like, okay, well, what the fuck am I going to do forever? Like, I need an end to this thing. So like right now, I don't want to say I'm like Christian or like I believe in any religion, but I think my whole let's prove you wrong because of what you believe thing went away decades ago, where I'm just like, whatever, believe in whatever the fuck you want.
Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's like it's
just don't bomb me because of it and we're cool,
Exactly. Yeah, it's as simple as like I don't believe what you believe, but like I don't care as long as you're not like affecting me in any way with your beliefs, then it's fine.
I
But
got some like very religious friends, and none of them ever tried to convert me to anything. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in God, but I don't believe in any religion. You know,
right.
I respect it if you like it, whatever. But I just, for me, I'm like, I don't think it's that. You know, like,
Jake, when did that switch
yeah.
up happen for you, if you don't mind my asking?
That's a good question, man. I don't. So I believe in God the whole time. 'Cause I went to like pretty religious school, like a C of E in England, and like like I said, my teacher just scared the fucking life out of me. You know, like I would be praying, like, oh my God, like. And I remember like trying to be cool. Like I thought I was Bart Simpson. I was at youth club, and I remember being like, yeah, I don't believe in God. And I literally went home and like prayed like fuck, cause like I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Like don't. Like I was so shook that I get in trouble for saying that. Like 7. But then yeah, I got into like edgy atheism. I guess I like the contrarianism of it, and then I saw like there is some value in the organization of like religion, and certainly like when I was more into like politics, I realized like a lot of these fucking bozos talking about mutual aid were doing fuck all, and then like the random church was the one actually helping, you know, like, and I was like, it doesn't matter if I believe in what they believe or not. And then I guess like man, just going to war strangely was quite a big part of it. Like you just, I don't want to get too mystical, but you just feel things and you're like, I don't know what the fuck that was, but that wasn't anything that is material to me, you know? And like I remember feeling like my luck running out. There's this feeling, you just feel it like next time that bullet will hit you or whatever, you know? And I don't know, I just kind of got more into like, maybe there's something. And I guess like yeah, I just ended up like, it wasn't just that, like various like circumstances and family, and I was like, yeah, whatever that is, that to me is God, you know what I mean? And it's like also like I feel I don't I just feel like it's nice to believe in it. And if, you know, if something happened tomorrow and they're like, oh, there's nothing, I'd be like, all right, fine. Like, it wouldn't shatter my world by any means, you know, but I certainly, I'm like, I think there's something, you know, and whatever it is, I'll call that God, but it might not be your God or it might not be this God, but I kind of feel like everybody's following the same thing, just with a different rule book, you know? Like, and then I really love theology as well. Like, I love the idea of, like, I think Jesus sounded cool as fuck, you know, but I mean, they didn't even write anything about him until like 40 years after he died. I'm like, I'm not sure how accurate these stories are, you know. So it's like I don't follow it, but you know the ideas are there, and you know it's whatever. And again, like I got like I looked into like if you look into like Islam, like it's fascinating as well. It's like Jesus is like bros with like Muhammad and stuff, you know. Like everybody's kind of got the same set of ideas, I think. And I just got made peace with it, and I was like, whatever I feel it, and it's like, it's fine, you know. And I certainly don't think any less of somebody if they are an atheist. Just leave people alone, you know. Don't be like we were, you know, like dumb idiot, you know.
I am grateful that has generally toned down. Like people do recognize that as cringe now.
Cringe as fuck. Yeah, it was like the cool thing for a while. It was like,
absolutely it was.
You know,
cool I used to post like pictures of Black Jesus on my cousin's MySpace pages to be like, haha, that's not the Jesus you believe in, but look at that, look at that. You know, I would do shit like that.
He was from the Middle East. He wouldn't have looked like that. Like,
right? Yeah.
Is the what's Kirk guy? Not Charlie Kirk, the banana guy. Do you think that must have something to do with the atheism dying online at least?
Oh, TJ Kirk, the banana guy, the banana
You know,
guy.
You know,
He put
talking about
Amazing Atheist.
oh, right.
because he was like big
He
in that.
sucks.
I guess if you want to, what do you want, like that scene online of like atheists, like he was one of the big ones until that video, and then it was just like, oh,
Yeah.
what? Okay.
It's like one thing I will tell you were wrong is you're going to hell. That's for fucking sure. Like,
It's just like, why a banana? That shit is soft. Am I right?
Yeah.
But
Didn't
No,
he dump
but-
hot oil on his balls too?
on his chest, I think too. Yeah.
Oh, good
Yeah,
guy.
that's just embarrassing. Just
so weird.
Oh.
but like imagine basing your entire like value system on this online person that you would trust.
Yeah.
This
Then he
chubby
does
blonde
that.
guy, and then what do you mean this video leaked of him? What do you why is he naked on a couch?
Yeah.
Wait, why is he oh my god, why is that
It's the whole as well though. It's like that whole scene was gross. Like it was all full of you remember like was like shoe on head and like all of these kind of people, like the armored skeptic, and it was like looking back, that was such a fucking weird period of like YouTube, and they were like the celebrities at the time for just being like, actually, Jesus. It's like, shut up, man.
Yeah.
It's also wild to think about. You could just have like 10,000 YouTube subscribers during that time, and you had
and you were, like,
real
big.
clout. Yes,
Yeah.
All right, Hans, why don't we pull up an audio real quick? I'm going to go take a piss, but I'll be tuned in.
The Enneagram came to
this
the
person
West from a
sounds
now
British.
dead Asiatic spiritual master,
What?
George Ivanovich
What is this?
Gurdjieff.
Hold on.
Gurdjieff
Just
played
Is this
the
your?
role
Is this
that it
for us, or is
originated
this
with the
yours,
Sufi
Hans?
masters of Islam.
It plays a little bit when you open the file. Hold on, here it is.
Sorry about that. I tapped my earbuds and started playing a possession exorcist audiobook, and I thought that's what the thing was, so I was really confused. And it was talking about Islam and shit too, and I was like, whoa, this is fucking...
He's like, God's came, he's here.
All right, play the audio.
Yeah, okay.
Hello, guys. Just like a quick one. So me and my girlfriend, we've been together for 7 years, known each other for even longer. We live together. Everything is amazing. And I feel like it's now time to finally ask the question. The plan is, so me and her are going to Lisbon in Portugal start of September. And I'm going to ask if she wants to be my fiance. Just wondering if, like, how would you guys go about this? It's such a silly question, but yeah, like, especially being on holiday somewhere completely different, what would essentially kind of be the perfect way to propose? But yeah, thank you so much for this podcast. Keep up with the work, guys. Thank you so much.
Well,
I like that, man. I thought he was gonna come. I thought he was building up to like a really like fucked up joke. I thought the question's gonna be something absolutely horrible.
Well, you thought he was gonna be like, "How can I roll the ring into my foreskin?"
Yeah,
so
dude, like something horrible, like. But it's just a really. I love sincerity, man. Bless
That was
him,
just
man.
a sweet, sincere question.
Guy, man.
Yeah,
Such a sweet guy. Hans, how would you do it?
Hans,
Well,
you have done it, right?
I did. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
My failed engagement. She's
Oh,
gone.
sorry.
She's gone now. I went
killed her.
to. No, I went to. We rented this nice Airbnb in the mountain, and we were just talking and looking into like the city because they had a really nice view. And then I think I remember saying something like something related to like us being like a team instead of just being individuals. And then when she turned around, I had the ring presented to her, and it was like, "Oh my god!" Blah, blah, blah. But it was like something like that. I don't remember exactly what the words were, but it was to do with like, I hope you would like to be like part of my team, or like be like a partner in life, or like something like that. I don't
I'm
remember
starting
exactly.
the Avengers Initiative.
Yeah, yeah. But that was nice. It was like
That's nice. Yeah, I feel like as men, we don't fucking acknowledge like. It's so nice to do nice shit like that, you know. I think that's really like sweet. Like, one of my friends proposed recently, and like the whole thing, like we just made a joke about it, and then I was like, "What did you actually do?" And then he said, and I was like, "That's fucking really nice." And I was like, "Oh, that's like sweet." Like, so I mean, that sounds nice. I mean, I don't know what advice I would give to this guy. I mean, honestly, probably same like you, just fucking go to a nice spot, have a good day, and at the end of the day, just be like, boom. Like, that's all anybody wants, right? Like, and I think like the whole life is ahead of you with the marriage. I don't necessarily think the proposal has to be so crazy, right?
No,
well, you gotta keep in mind that it's for her, right? It's not really
right, yeah.
for
Like, who gives a
you.
shit?
Like,
it's
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
surprise party
Yeah.
for your significant other. I mean, here's how I would do it if I would do it ever. Is I would try to find the exact day that I started speaking to this woman, and then take her out of town and to the exact meet spot, and try to be real sneaky about it. And then
Wait,
do it
you
that
meet
way.
you meet meat spot when you met, or meat spot where you gave her the meat the first time?
No, not that.
One is more romantic than the other.
So I would say try to tie it into something from the past. Try to make like as much of a loop as you can. as close as you
Fucking
can.
Casanova over here. Fucking hell. That's a great idea. I'm
You
like,
know.
yeah, just have a good day. No, that's a good idea.
What do we got
I
next,
don't know
Hans?
what
We got something during the show, and I said no. The cutoff is 4 p.m., but I'm feeling generous. So if you want to pull up
Do you want
somebody
to pull that
named
one?
Gene, yeah, why not? It's only 7 seconds. It could just be bullshit. We'll
Oh,
see.
it's just a fart. Let me know if you can hear it.
How can someone at the end of his rope learn to love again?
Oh, Jesus.
Sounds like he is at the end of the fucking
Yeah.
rope. Jesus. Wow.
All right.
I mean, like I always say this, like to be serious for a second, like when people are in a bad spot, it's like, man, you have no idea how much your whole life can change in 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, like shit can happen. Like I've had friends. I mean, I'm sure he's joking, but I've had friends literally, lost to the rope, as it were. And it's like, man, if you'd have just stayed around, like so much would have fucking changed. That would have. I know. Sometimes it's like there's just nothing can help people, but often there is, like, and it's like, man, your whole fucking life can change in 1 second. Like you might just randomly go, like, on the way to hang yourself, meet that person. Like, don't fucking do it. I always, me and my friends are always saying, never kill yourself. Like, we kind of say it as in like, buoy each other on, but I know it's dark, but it's, we have friends that have, and it's like, bro, never do it, because like, fuck, man, things can always get better. I feel like,
Whenever I get feelings like that, I always remember, I don't know if you guys get this in your algorithms or is it just me because I'm a freak, but whenever you get a video of someone that has no arms and they're just like going about their day and doing whatever,
yeah.
and I always think just like, Jesus fuck, how would I live if I can't wipe my own ass?
Yeah.
And the fact that this person can just have a normal life, and I'm worrying about, oh, this bitch didn't text me back, so I want to kill myself. I feel like it's always good to just put your situation into perspective with someone that's at a worse spot than you and doing all right. Because then it's just like, okay, well, maybe whatever I'm worrying about or whatever I think this problem is, it's not that bad. Maybe I have a fucking home with a roof and walls. That's more than most people can say. So I always try to put myself into like that. Even though if you're in a dark spot, which I think we've all been, you always think that you're at the bottom and like there's no way out, or if you're in that mental space. But it's usually not that way, and there's usually ways of dealing with whatever you're dealing with, that if you just think of like things that other people deal with, and how difficult would it be if you were fucking 3'4" and that's just your life.
Let me chime in here, because maybe
Yeah.
I'm just like a very comfortable first worlder. I think that works in theory. That would never do anything for me. I'd see
Really?
a guy with no legs and be like, wow, all right, that sucks. But it wouldn't make me feel better. I think,
Okay.
and I'll say this, and I've worked on several film sets. I've had people who have had like extremely bad days, like days that make them feel alien to the rest of the cast and crew, and they want to quit or they want to be fired, and they will like try to sabotage themselves or like try to end it. And I will sit them down and I'll be like, dude, everything that we're doing here, it's going to, like, day to day, we are doing so much that people are not going to remember what just happened here 3 days from now. So just tough it out. Just continue to barrel through it. And that happens all the time. People have horrible days on sets for like either personal reasons, like a conflict with an actor or something. I'm like, dude, everything changes day to day here. I promise you, if you get through today, no one's even going to be thinking about that in 48 hours. And it always proves to be true every
That's
single
true in
time.
life
I've had days
often
like that.
as well.
So I think the real answer, if you want to get out of that slump, is like you have to give yourself a window to create some radical changes in your day to day. And that's going to be the answer. Maybe you just travel. Maybe you got to get the hell out of your. I mean, we had a guy who wrote us a while back who was like, I'm trying to find a girl in my hometown or whatever, but like everybody's coupled up or everybody's whatever. And like the answer was you got to get out of your hometown. You got to go put yourself somewhere else, because you're going to be a new person. If you're in Wisconsin, you go to Los Angeles, you're going to be a different guy in Los Angeles than you are in your hometown. Like you just have to change your own luck. You have to be able to shape that and do something different because it can provide much different results if you do.
Yeah. Also, like, I see a guy with no arms and legs skateboarding. Now, like, bro, like, fucking crazy. Like, I know, I know what you mean. It's like, oh, that's cool, but like, in the positive, I don't look and be like, well, it could be worse. I could be him. I'm like, no, that fucking guy is doing the sickest thing. Like, and
So
I'm
how
not
do you
being no,
kickflip with your
but
balls?
it's
Like
crazy. It's he has like stumps, I guess. Like, he's fucking sick. But another thing as well, I think, just to answer, I agree with what Laura said. Like, the whole like wallowing, I feel like, is so self-indulgent, you know. Like, you get like, oh, how can I love again? Oh, I couldn't get this love and this. It's like, yeah, you're probably the fucking problem, you know. It's like that fucking weird Andrew Tate guy. He's like, all of these women are like this. Like, yeah, no shit, bro. You're like a grown adult, like wandering around, like smoking huge cigars, bragging about Bugattis. No wonder the people around you are trash. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the same shit. It's like, often it's, and that's not whether it's like, oh, all the women are great and all the men are great, or what. It's just like you said, just fucking work on yourself. Get the fuck out there. There's someone for everybody. You know what I mean?
And it's also a weird way to put it. Like, how do you love again? Like, you're never
Hey, just
really,
find someone else that's cool and you love them. That's it.
but you never really taught how to do that, right? It just kind of
Yeah.
it kind of happens.
True.
There's no
Yeah.
guidebook. There's no like lesson that teaches you how to do that. It just, you meet someone and oh, that happened. That's cool. I think when you start thinking about it too much and you try to force it, that's when it's wrong, and that's when it doesn't
100%.
last
Yeah.
and it's not worth it. But it's a lot of just like whatever situation you're in, just get out of it. Whatever it is that you can control. If getting out of it is what's going to make it better, or like if changing something that you can change is going to make it better, then do it. And if it's completely out of your control, then
What can you do?
it's not your fault. So why are you burying yourself into this thing when there's nothing you can do to change it?
Well, the final thing I would say is like, and it probably relates to a few people that have written in, not you, DC, don't worry, but like, stop fucking using dating apps and watching porn as well. Like, that's an obvious one, but like, so many of these people, they're like, oh, my life's fucked and it's this. And it's like, are you on dating apps? Yeah, okay. No wonder you have like a crazy perception. Are you watching porn all the time? Yeah, okay. No wonder your like brain is scrambled. You know, and I'm not even on like some fucking do what you want, but like, I do think that's a big problem with a lot of young men, especially. Anyway.
Yeah, where do I get a stepsister that's gonna like let me fuck her?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, where's my goth mommy? Shut up, man. Like, get outside, you know.
This comes in from somebody named GS. The girl I've been sleeping with, we aren't exclusive, is turned off by my foreskin, and it's made me consider a late life circumcision.
Damn.
Should I do it? Well, this is not a me problem, so you two.
She should love you for who you are, man. Fuck. Don't be don't take the hat off the head, you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think
it's not really a thing, so
you're right. I don't think removing a piece of your penis at this point in your life is gonna be a proper solution. Okay, here's another one. This is from Salem. For all, have you ever been in a love triangle? And what was that like?
Fuck no, I'm a grown adult. What are you talking about?
No.
This isn't like fucking Love Island. Fuck.
Yeah, I feel like
Hang on, wait, what is a love? Sorry, Hans. What is a love triangle? Maybe I'm getting confused.
Sharing your.
That's like polyamory shit, right?
No,
Yeah.
no. What I take a love triangle is like challengers, where it's like, okay, there's a couple, but then one element of the couple is still connected to either like their ex or somebody else, or like there's a confused romantic triangle of people, and maybe the two other people are also connected. When I saw this question, my first instinct was my very first serious relationship in high school. I was not very ethical. I stole my best friend's girlfriend. And there was this sort of like,
shit, this guy.
yeah. My early history check, is not so nice, is not so kind. So
I read your
did
article
do
the other
that.
day. It was really good, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I am on Substack, jcross.substack.com, and I talk about a lot of this stuff in there. But yeah, my very first serious relationship, it was with a girl who had dated my best friend, and I remember I was like texting her the entire time in their relationship, like around the clock, nonstop. And I was like, "Nah, it's just friends. We're just friends."
So rough.
And then as soon as that broke off, I strongly disapprove of this as an adult man today. I'm like, nah, that is like a cardinal sin, is going after your friends' leftovers or whatever, an ex. That's a big no. But I did it, and I had to do it because I would have been like a weird, creepy kid if I never got pussy at age 17. You know, so
Well, especially after all those friendly text conversations.
Yeah, was that the only slut that was around? What the fuck?
Oh my god.
well,
No, I'd
so
never been in a situation like that. I thought it was polyamory or some shit. Like, fuck that.
No,
Polycule and all that shit.
yeah.
I think I'm too selfish. Like, I don't want to say I'm controlling or that I'm like jealous, because I'm really not when I'm in a relationship. But I also don't want another guy kissing on you.
Well, no,
you
no,
know?
no.
Like,
Hold up. Pause. That's for me anyway. That's a big no. It's just like, oh fuck, there's an existing thing here, and I have a friendship with this guy that had to end, and also,
Oh, we've
you know,
misunderstood what a love triangle is, Hans.
yeah,
Oh.
Hans,
Yeah,
think,
I do
think
know this term,
challengers.
actually. Yeah,
Remember
I do know this term.
challengers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I wouldn't kiss a man while another.
No, not that part of challengers, Hans. No.
Yeah, no. I've never been in a situation like that. Like, I've been in situations where I wanted to be with a girl and she didn't want to be with me, and she was with my friend. That happened to me in my teens, but like I didn't pursue it. Like, I immediately was like, all right, and then just like left. But I don't think I've ever I've ever stolen anyone from anyone, or
Well, it
like
might not be
tried
stolen. You
Yeah,
could
it
have
doesn't
had
have to be
your.
stolen, right?
or try to. No, that's weird. That's psychotic. That's you.
That's
That's
psychotic.
That's-
It's not. It's not. Hold on. It's not psychotic. Let's calm down.
It's a bit harsh.
Yeah,
It's like, what, 15?
Listen, I was a lonely boy in high school, Hans. Okay. It
So was I
a
was
different time.
obese. What do you mean?
Okay, and
Yeah.
what age
For
did
the
you lose
caller,
your
though, like,
virginity, Hans?
get out of it, right?
I lost mine at 19.
Okay, I beat you. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, exactly. This is what I'm saying, because I had to be a piece of shit to do that, and it didn't happen. Honestly, if I had a chance to lose my virginity when I was leaving Costa Rica and it was something like that, but I knew that like my penis was gonna get touched, I probably would have done it because I was a teen, right?
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't. Like, now I have adult morals, and that's
Right.
weird. But like, I don't blame you. Like, I'm sure you were, surrounded by black kids in the projects, and you were like, they're all fucking at like 12, and I'm over here, a dork that likes Kubrick movies at 17, and I can't get pussy. Yeah, so I get it.
The guy in the triangle just needs to get the fuck out of it. That
Yeah.
sounds like,
Right. So
like-
there's not enough room. Somebody's got to go.
yeah, if you're old enough to write into this, get out.
No, grow up. I think it's just like, fucking grow up. It's not Tumblr anymore. Just get a fucking a person that's with you, and that's it. Like,
Yeah, also, like, it's not good ground to build, like a fucking life on, is it? You know what I mean? Like, oh
She'll
yeah,
do
when we,
It's going to be
she'll do it to
complicated.
you.
it's gonna,
Right.
yeah, it's gonna go bad some way. It's like,
Yeah, if she did it to that guy with you, then she's probably gonna find.
it's so
someone
funny
to
when you
replace
took your
you.
glasses off, like it went blurry as if that was your view, and then when you put them back on, it's clear again. That's crazy.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think if you're dealing with somebody who has that sort of like softness about they can't make a firm decision about who they want to be around, who they want to be with, or even if they're just like entertaining an ex or something in the background, that's never going to lead to anything good. And you got to make a concrete decision for yourself at that point. Don't do it. I got a new one here, and then why don't we cut to an audio one, Hans? Just got into a new relationship with the sweetest girl on earth. We have amazing social chemistry, and this relationship was a long time coming. But, ... I can't stop thinking about my ex who treated me horrible. It's not just my resentment towards her over unfinished conversations about her behavior, but our sexual chemistry, which was insane in a good way. I know the girl I am with is right for me, but I can't stop thinking about my ex. I have no idea what to do.
Is this the guy in the love triangle? This is a fucking question too. Boy,
It's not. It's never gonna be worth to go back to the psycho that has a good puss. Like, like that. The problem with that is that if you think about it, that's as deep as it goes, right? So as soon as you come, what are you getting out of this person?
You're stuck with
I,
a demon.
you're stuck with this demon that's going to ruin the rest of your life, and just jerk off. If you ever think about like give it a consideration as to like how you're going to ruin this nice thing you have because this slut licked the back of your balls like no one ever before, just jerk off. And then after you come, think about it again and consider doing anything with them. And I think that's going to give you a fresh mindset and a fresh idea as to like, oh no, this is retarded. I should never go back to this person because she's going to ruin me. Go ahead.
I think that's a great point. Is like, okay, and something we always get these questions that are very interesting and will reveal a lot, but we can't really posit anything back. I would be curious to know if there's that moment of clarity, because he probably does jack it to it. That moment of clarity afterwards, like, oh no, I definitely don't want this, because it sounds like he's got some turmoil going on. If he's thinking about that and unresolved conversations, I mean, the worst thing in the world is for you to dwell on these resentments that are like justified, right? Is like maybe you're completely right to be angry and upset and like you don't feel satisfied by the way things turned out, but you got to get over that. You got to like move past that, because you can absolutely lose yourself thinking about that, dwelling on that for so long, and at the end of the day, it's not going to add anything. Even if you did have that conversation and went the way you wanted, you might misremember it in the future and then come back to this situation. So it's not ever worth it. And if you can understand that, like, okay, the girl you're with currently is good for you and you got chemistry and it's not like a forced thing, that's impeccable. A lot of people don't have that. This girl was trouble. She was a nightmare. Be glad it's over. Just, I don't know, compartmentalize that.
It's never going to be the same as what you remember too. So I think there's times when we create these memories of people that are a lot better than what they actually are when you're in the situation again. And I have that feeling that maybe you're remembering it being better than it actually was just because for whatever reason your stupid brain is making you think that whatever you have right now, it's too safe and too comfortable, even though that's pretty much what everyone is looking for deep down, right? Someone that you can just be comfortable with and not worried about, oh my God, she's gonna suck off the guy at the convenience store because she's a slut, but she sucks me off good, So I think there's that thing of we always kind of romanticize the past, but I'm 100% sure that if she's a demon and all you're thinking about is that trick she does with her finger in your ass, and how much better
Did you
that will
write
be
this
now.
question?
No, but it has to be something like that, for him
Yeah,
to think
yeah.
about this sex demon. Like it has to be something that your new girlfriend is not willing to do. So everything you're remembering is not as good as it will be if it happens again. And if you were to ruin the good thing that you have going on right now and just went back to that, you will realize it immediately that
Yeah,
you
you're gonna feel
fucked
that
up
a lot more, I would say.
immediately. Like you'll start remembering that, oh right, her nails are long, or like whatever, you realize
Hold on,
that.
this is getting real specific now, Hans.
I know, right?
I think we're learning something about Hans on this
No,
episode.
but you know what I mean. Like it's like
I-
it's a lot of just be happy with what you have, especially since it sounds like you're in a pretty good situation right now. And there's a reason why you're thinking of this sex demon, but like it's never gonna be as good. And there's a reason why it ended, and there's a reason why you're not with her anymore. So that's never changed, and that's not gonna change. So just chill. And
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I feel like I agree with you guys, but also there's something to be said for like if this is the question and you're like this girl's good enough for me or she's good for me is not good enough in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like that you need that like absolute fucking fire there, or at least I do, you know what I mean? It's like I can't be like, yeah, well, this is fine. I need to be like just the way I am with everything. Like I either love it or I'm not interested, you know what I mean? And I would say that like the fact this guy is dwelling on this shit, yeah, you got to fix up and like get that out of your head, but I would say like it's a bit of a disservice to the girl that he's just good enough with to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with her and waste her time until maybe I do this and don't do, it's like I feel like he should get that shit out of his system. So maybe go single again, go and ruin your life really fully this time with the other one, and then be like, right, okay, that's out of there. Yeah, that was bad. Like, you know, but I don't know. There's something to be said about like ruining your life in a super fucking fun way for a bit. But you guys are ultimately right. Like, if you're worrying about that in like 30 years, be like, oh, well, what if this? Trust me, like it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? It's like if it was meant to be, it was meant to be, and like just to you know, the short term gain of the fun versus like destroying your actual life that you built with someone else. Fucking, it's not even on like a moral thing. It's just stupid. Like, why?
That's actually a fantastic point, because look at Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods is the biggest nerd golfer in the world, and then, you know, he gets into a nice marriage, and then he sleeps with a bunch of like sixes on the golf course, ruins his
He was
marriage.
just like absolutely beating rugby balls like for like ruining his life. Like, it was crazy. That was the fucking gift that kept giving, man. That back when the tabloids were really allowed to be fucking horrible as well. Like, I'm not saying it's good, but it was fucking crazy. They were like, another troll has been unearthed. You know, it's like, fucking hell.
I think it just kind of made you realize too that like it doesn't matter how rich you are, like you can still be a pig that just kind of like whatever this waitress, she was smiled at me, so I'm just gonna fuck her in the middle of Nebraska or whatever the fuck that
He was
was.
doing
It's like,
wild shit. Yeah, he was literally just like, someone would be like, oh, hi, it's Tiger Woods. He'd be like,
It's
let's
like,
go.
hell yeah, let's
Like,
do it.
fuck my whole
Yeah.
life, fuck my family and my kids. Like, every week. Like, yeah, he really, I watched a fucking like YouTube about it. He was wild. Like, he was just doing mad shit, man. And it's like, maybe that's what he needed, but fuck me, like his family didn't need that, you know? Jesus. I think it's different when a family's involved as well. It's like, bro, you're ruining you're like, I mean, just every time your kids Google your really cool nerd golf dad, it's like, oh, who's this woman? You can Google images. Don't worry about that. Do you remember the footage as well where his actual wife was like fucking smashing his shit with the golf clubs? Like, man, he had like a grade 10 fucking life destroying couple months, man. Very funny.
Yeah,
it's worth it for the story for him, for us.
For chubby waitresses in small towns. That was his.
Yeah, and there's like
weakness.
photos of him like dancing with her in like a room with like leopard skin wallpaper and shit.
It's like not a perfect rich wife that, you know, is still doing whatever you want. No, not her. I want the mother of three that has no other way of making money than being a waitress in the.
This poses a
imagine?
question.
Sorry.
Is the sexual impulse really something you can get out of your system though, or are you just living with it? And if that's the case, maybe it's better to saddle up with the comfort and white knuckle.
You can't get rid of it, but like I think you should aim to find it with somebody that like. I really don't believe in like, especially in this day and age, you know, when you get all these, this is how you get like fucking BTK killer and shit, when these guys are like, oh yeah, I'll just chill out with this completely normal person. It's like, man, that demon is inside you. Like, it's gonna come out some way, you know. Like, you got to be with somebody, I think, that understands you that way as well, you know. For women and men, like, I feel like there's no, like, there's this idea, well, you can have one or the other. Like, I know, man, you can definitely have both. You just gotta, you know, probably work it out. I don't know. Maybe I've been lucky. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're into a pig that spits in your mouth, then stop dating the religious girl that takes you to church on Sunday.
Yeah, but if she's like cool as well, you can hang out. You know, you don't have to worry. Like, Tiger Woods should have just been like, look, IKEA wife, you're cool, but like, you know, like, I need like Deborah from the strip mall or whatever. Like, you know, like, why not? You know,
I like a little smell there, you know.
I love people like that as well, though. Like, you know, I've been around a lot of people like that just in life and travels and whatever. That's fucking great. Like, you know, like I would much rather hang out with like those crazy women that he was going with than like probably like IKEA wife. No disrespect to her, but like, I love vitality. You know, people have got a bit of like oomph. You know, some kind of fucked up craziness. I think that's the best ever. But again, yeah. Do you want to be like married to that every day? Be like, oh man,
right.
Week 6 of the bender, like, you know, I got to go back to work, like, fucking hell. But you know, I think everybody has their values in how they act, so long as they're not like destroying other people's lives, I guess. And that's the real issue. Like, have your fun, but don't fucking ruin someone else's life in the process, I guess.
Hans, why don't we pull up the next audio?
What's up, guys? This is Glenn. Yes. At Glenn, of course, I know you were wondering.
It's Glenn Rockney of Rare Candy.
Hans talks about sports here and there. Randomly, he'll pop up will interact on social media. He'll be talking about Roy Halladay and stuff like that. So I wonder what his best sports memory is.
That's not
Canadian,
romantic, Glenn.
American, European, it doesn't matter.
Hans, did you ever like hook up on the baseball diamond? Maybe.
What's the best sports memory? Professional sports.
With Roger Clemens.
Yeah, I grew up in Costa Rica.
Hey there, Laura.
No, you better stop that. Oh God.
I don't know what that's playing. So I grew up in. I still live in Costa Rica as a Mexican boy, and there's a rivalry there in world soccer where my friends would always make fun of me, even though Mexico would usually beat Costa Rica. And one time I went to the stadium here with my dad, and Mexico won, and we didn't get beat up. So that was, I guess, my biggest my biggest win when it comes to like sports rivalry. I'm a sports enjoyer person, but I don't really go anywhere. Like I just do it at home. So like, yeah, I guess that would be it. Just like being able to make fun of my friends because Costa Rica sucks. But yeah, that's not romantic, Glenn. What the fuck? You can just tweet this at me. What are you doing?
She could have DM'd you that.
Such a lot of effort
Also,
to be
Roy
like-
Halladay. I think we talked about that like 2 years ago or something. Like that guy's been dead for like 10 years. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. I think.
Do you want to? Let's pull up a different audio.
Yep.
Hey there, Laura's very, very long time listener. Probably since your early Facebook days, calling in for the very first time. I have a girlfriend. Had a girlfriend for about a year. She and I are doing incredibly, but there's two things that keep on bothering me.
Uh-oh.
First is this. She is stupid. She is 26 years old. She might have the mental capacity of, say, a 14-year-old. You try to engage her intellectually on just about anything, and it very quickly goes south because she simply does not understand or even really care.
He doesn't realize his
about
girlfriend
it
has Down syndrome.
in any aside from tell me what to think and that's what I'll think. She's very susceptible in that way. And
Sounds great.
She loves to lick the walls as a snack for every meal. I don't know.
Really weird.
Is this really a problem? I mean, you all right? It sounds like somebody you're not going to argue with ever.
Sounds fun. Yeah. Okay.
It's that.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't want it, but it's that meme, right? Like, what's happened? Don't worry about it. Okay.
so we're both 99
Oh, sorry.
babies.
No, let's wait for that one. Hans, why don't you pull up a written one?
Okay. All right.
Also, I don't know. Get over it, man. There's not really an answer for stupid.
Yeah.
She's dumb. She's dumb. You can't really fix that.
Pretty fucking harsh to be like calling with you. Yeah, my girlfriend's stupid. Like fucking hell, man.
Also,
Jesus
if you say that she has the mental capacity of a 14-year-old, I think that says more about you.
Yeah, right? Yeah, like, bro, what are you doing?
What are you confessing to, sir?
it's-
Like that's fucking
Pretty weird.
Okay. How about this? All right. So we got an anonymous here. Curious to know what your take on how a guy that is dealing with trauma of abuse is now in his 30s, very fixated on his work, talking to a few gals on the side, how he can get his life together and start a family.
It's very vague.
Yeah, that's extremely vague. We don't know. You got to detail that abuse. You got to write 3 chapters on it. I don't know. It sounds like you're taking the right steps. You're talking to girls. Well, you kind of need that, right? If you're going to start a family. I don't
Sounds
know.
like he's doing exactly what he should be doing, right? Like working hard, meeting women. You know?
Yeah.
Like carry
Is
on,
that-
bro.
all right.
I guess like beat the demons first, right? But like fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, man. That's not really. You didn't inform us enough. Right back for the next one, I guess. Hans, another written
Hold
one.
on, I'm going through a couple of meme ones.
I thought I weeded out the meme. I sent a PDF to Hans with everything that looked normal at a glance, anyway.
There's a long one here about like chat roulette or whatever. I'm just like,
Nah.
Yeah, no. My girlfriend recently found out that I jack off when she's in home, and she didn't have a great reaction to that. She takes offense to it because it doesn't involve her. Should I go back to keep it secretive, business as usual, or should I actually accommodate her because I do feel bad?
No.
about this?
No. You do. You go back to. You say I don't jerk off at all, and then you jerk off as much as you want.
Take like 10 showers. Like it's all good. Fucking hell, man.
I think the problem here is when it starts affecting your pleasuring of her. Like if you can jerk off and still keep her happy sexually, then it's fine. But the moment when you're jerking off more than, you know, not having sex with her because you just jerked off half an hour ago in the shower, then that's when it can become a problem because that's when she probably notices, unless you're leaving tissues all over the place, I guess. But if you're a young sprite person that can just come multiple times a day, why are you telling her? That's why. What
How
are you
did you
doing?
get caught?
Also, why the fuck does she care? Like, most people be like, oh god. And like you said, unless it's becoming a problem.
Yeah, like I get if she's
Yeah.
like, I want you to fuck me at night, and he's like, well, I
I'm
just
sorry.
jerked off half an
Bank's
hour ago,
empty.
then yeah, but if it's not, then why are you telling her? Like, does she get home from work while you're not working? And you're just like, yeah, I just watched whatever. I came so much. It's like, what are you doing? Like, why would you?
What'd you do today?
Why would you?
Goon.
Yeah, exactly. Just jerked off 3 times today. It's like, why are you telling
Bro, I
her?
used to be obsessed with that gooner. I fucking found this before it became like a big meme. Like gooning subreddit, man. I've like one Reddit account where I just follow the weirdest fucking shit. And man, I used to be so upset. Those guys are fucking gone. Like the game is over for them. They are like so lost. It's very funny. It sounds like the sort of thing one of them guys would say. They buy like new monitors to like oh, I had to save up money to buy an extra monitor.
It's amazing that guys who have access to women will still wind up going down that trajectory of becoming like goon brained, winding up on the gooner subreddit sincerely and not just like having a laugh.
Bro, they like call each other up on a Discord and they're like, "Do you want to like jerk off together?" And they're not gay. It's just like
I think you're just repressing your homosexuality at that point.
They're not even recording each other. They're like recording what they're watching. So it's just like double the fucking
Yeah, no, I'm
it's
not
total
gay.
mental illness. Yeah.
I'm not gay. I just come harder when I hear you moan. Call each
Yeah,
other on
super.
Discord.
It's like social. It's like they're like kind of socializing. It's like fucking hell, man.
I think that probably has to do with growing up. But I have friends here in my neighborhood that told me that they would go to one specific neighbor's house to sleep over or whatever as a teens, and they would just play porn and jerk off in front of all of them, just because he didn't give a shit. And it was just like, how do you not just go home? We live on the same street, but they would just be there as he did that, right? So I get it. I understand that there's guys that have that issue, but like,
it's not the same as just going out to play, though, is it? Like, we do the same shit, we become friends. Like, what the fuck?
No.
All right, what do we got here, Hans?
This one says, Jake, what has been your biggest nightmare date while domestic and then also abroad?
I never really had a nightmare date domestic, man. I think I'm pretty easygoing. Abroad,
Hans, want to kill the screen?
Yeah.
So abroad, I had a really weird. It wasn't a date, but so I was in Iraq, and people there are like super. Obviously, like it's very, it's unfortunate. It's very homophobic, like extreme homophobia, but at the same time, like hyper kind of what's the word? Like homoerotic, and like, but not even that, but like even like normal things. Like I was on the front line. This was the same day, and like the commander just came to me and was like, held my hand, and we just like walked me along the front line, showing me everything, like holding my hand. I like obviously like as some like fucking white kid Western, I'm like, this is super awkward, but for them it's like normal, right? So there's that kind of stuff. But that night, or it's the next day, we're at this in a place called Suleimania, and there's this gay guy there. Like, everybody was fucking weird with him. Like, they knew he was gay, but, it was like kind of keep it quiet sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, he didn't want to get killed or whatever. And I was like, man, this is sad as shit. Like, he just has to sit in the corner. So I was like chatting to him and I was like, man, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, that's bullshit. Like, you shouldn't be like pushing this guy away because he's gay. And he got really on. The guy was really fucking cool. He was telling me about this British band that KFDM, or I'd never heard of. I was like, oh, cool, blah. Anyway, end of the night, he like held my hand, right? Because like, you know, like they do that sort of shit. And I was like, all right, like whatever. He's like, so do you want to come back with me?
Oh no!
And I was like, oh. I was like, whoa. I was like, bro, and I basically, I've ended up feeling really fucking bad because he felt like I was just leading him on, and I was just trying to be friendly to be like, yo, I'm not homophobic. I don't give a fuck. And like, I think he thought I was like, oh, I'm not homophobic.
Yeah.
But, you know, so
you want to
and
hold
then
this one?
and you know, he was so fucking embarrassed, and he's like, "I'm so fucking sorry." And I was like, "Nah, man, fucking hell, like it's all good." But like, I felt really bad. I was like, "Man, did this guy think we were on a date kind of thing?" Like, and it's me just trying to be like super nice, like, you know,
friendly,
leftist moral guy, like, you know, like, oh fuck, man, yeah. So that was
Hans, don't you have the same story but with Tim Dillon?
What?
No. Well,
that you gotta tell that.
Well, so when I was saying earlier about the first time I went to New York, which was 15 years ago or so, I didn't know New York at all. I stayed in Queens because I found like a cheap Airbnb that ended up trying to charge me for $500 speakers that I never saw. So that was, don't stay at black-owned Airbnbs on Queens. They'll try to scam you. Anyway, I didn't know
racism is here.
It happened. It happened to me, and I was in a really nice place in front of a Popeyes. It was great. It was a very black area. I loved it, but I hated the fact that this guy was trying to get $500 off me for something that I never saw. Anyway, I used to be a big fan of stand-up comedy and like comedians and podcasts and whatever. So I thought, well, let me just walk to the clubs and like go watch comedy without realizing how expensive it is to actually watch comedy because every drink is like $20. But I went to the Stand, which is like this club in New York, and Tim Dillon was outside. And at the time, I think he had his Tim Dillon is Going to Hell show, which was before this show.
Yeah.
And no one knew who he was. Like he wasn't surrounded by anyone. He was just by himself. And I was like, well, I'll go ask for a picture, right? And I just go talk to him, and I'm like, hey, Tim, I'm Hans. I'm a big fan, like of your podcast or whatever. And I was like, oh. He was like, "Oh, hey," and like his face changed when I said that I was like a fan. And he was like, "From when?" I was like, "Oh, I listened to your podcast. You're really funny." And I was like, "Gonna get a picture?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he like grabbed me and like put his arm around me or whatever, and we took a picture. And then he was like, "So why don't you hang out? Like, why don't you stand around? Like, stay with me here?" And like because I wanted to go in the club. And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, sure." Okay, so we're just outside. He's sober, right? And I'm not drinking at the time because I haven't even gone inside the club. And then at one point, when he started getting like friendly and like into the conversation, he's like, "Where did you listen to me?" And I was like, "Oh, Legion of Skanks," I think I said, or one of, and his face changed immediately because I guess he thought that I was flirting with him. But as soon as I
actually did,
as soon as I mentioned like that show that's like sexist, racist, or whatever, it was like, oh, and then he was like, oh, let me just, I'll be right back.
Masculine show. You know, this was Tim Dillon. This was Tim Dillon when he was not like Tim Dillon of today, where he's super famous, so that would be normal. So somebody coming up to him would be like somebody coming up to Hans now.
Yeah, it was just like, what the fuck? Like, okay,
yeah. He thought he was onto a winner, man. Fuck.
Yeah, he thought.
Man, you should have done it, man. You might be in bigger places right now. You know, you'd be assistant on the Tim Dillon show.
Well, no, because he didn't have the Tim Dillon show yet. I would have done
it now. It was yes,
You could have hung around.
Right.
Well, no, because at the time, like, what? How many times he would need to do something to me for years to happen, and then he'd become big? That's not.
Times are hard. It would have been worth it. He's so fucking rich now.
Yeah, now.
I do like him though. I fuck with him a lot, man. I think he's funny as shit, man. He doesn't even do funny. He doesn't even do like comedy anymore, really, does he? He just kind of like shouts and stuff.
Just
but, like,
rants.
It's pretty interesting. It's pretty entertaining, I think.
Yeah, well, that's my Tim Dillon. Thought I would try to fuck him experience.
Yeah. By the way, I just got an update from our pal Kenny. Kenny's obviously not been with us for an hour and a half or 2 hours, however long this show's been going. He just got kicked out of the house by his baby mama for the 40th time. So that would explain that. Sorry, Kenny.
Boy, Kenny should write in. Fucking hell. Yeah.
I'm trying to have him hop on before we close this out because I know it's late over there, Jake, and I actually have some food now waiting for me over on this end. So Hans, why don't we do Because one of those was that. Let's do 2 more written, and then what do we got? 1 audio left.
Yeah. Okay. Historically, has drinking made getting to know women better or worse for you?
Uh, can you repeat that?
Yes. Has sorry. Has historically has
Uh huh.
drinking made getting to know women better or worse for you guys?
Um, it
Neither
depends.
really.
I don't think that's like kind of like saying, hey, is being sober a better way to do, I think it really depends on the person and what the conversation's about, right? Because if you're having a conversation with a girl you just met, yeah, you might get to know a lot in like a short period of time because people are less inhibited. But is that going to like yield anything? Because it could just be the alcohol. It might not actually be a real interest in you. But if that's, if you got a basis for that, then yeah, it can be a good expediator.
In England, the problem is that that's all anybody does. Like our drinking culture, bro. It's fucking. I don't even drink now. Like, and it's like sometimes I'm like I got friends that are like straight edge, and I know like specifically a group of friends, and they all they do is have the best time ever because they don't drink. They just find shit. I'm like, how? Where did that even exist? Like, how do you know that exists? And it's like because they didn't grow up with that drinking culture, so they just go and find shit to do, and it's so cool. But in England, unfortunately, pretty much everything everybody does is like, let's get a drink,
A
so it's
pint?
kind of like
Go for a pint.
irrelevant, I guess, here.
Yeah, it's kind of you don't really get much of an advantage if
You know,
everyone's
right? You
the
live here.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
like
It's all anybody
everyone's
does.
just go to the
Yeah,
pub after
yeah.
with class, or it's done at 11. Let's go for a pint.
Let's go for a drink.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just that's like so you don't really get much of an advantage if everyone's tipsy, right? Like that's not
Right,
really.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For me, worked when I moved to when I've not lived here. Because when I moved to Canada, like obviously I didn't really have many friends, same as in London, but in Canada, my people that I would go to university with, they were much older than me, so they wouldn't go out. So I had to like get a group of friends that I only met because I started drinking there. Like I had to start drinking
Right, right.
it's not really fun when you hang out with a bunch of drunks and you're not drinking and you're just kind of just standing there with your Coke and you're just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like,
Tell me
oh,
about it. It
right.
feels
So,
weird.
so
Yeah,
yeah, so I
yeah.
had to like get into drinking there, and that obviously opened the doors to like I'm not shy. I don't care about my English not being that good at the time. So then it just became more of a I'm not from here, so people are more willing to talk to you just to be like you're different, right? And that also worked in England where like you said there's a culture of drinking where if you go to the pub like you have to be drinking to like level up with everyone else, otherwise you're the weird guy that's having cranberry juice instead of a beer, right? So
Well, they
Right.
always presume you have a drink problem. Like I don't drink now, and like I'll say, "Oh no, I don't drink," and they're like,
it's like,
"Oh."
oh
It's
yeah.
like, no, I've never been an alcoholic. Like, it's just a choice, like, okay, and I'm like, no, no,
Right,
no.
right.
Like, so now, like, yeah, like, but did you find though? Like, I think as fucked as England is, one thing we do well is like if you meet someone from elsewhere, like you're like, oh, where are you from? Like, tell me
Yeah,
about it. Like people
yeah,
generally
yeah.
there, like that's I've learned a lot of cool shit about people from drinking own, but like you said, only because that's where you meet them. You know what
I,
I mean? Like,
I
yeah.
think it depends on the type of shithead that you are, though, because I made the mistake because nothing happened. But when I first went to university, one of the first times that I went out to the pub with my classmates that I had just met, uh, I started ranting about how much I think the Queen of England is useless and worthless, right? And I
He
was
is
in a
not completely, yeah.
yeah, but you don't really say that out loud in a
Oh,
pub
I
in
do, I do. No,
right.
I know, I do, and I get shit for it.
But
Yeah, yeah,
but
no,
as a
totally, yeah,
foreigner, I was just like
yeah.
being just loud
Whoops.
and it's just like fuck Princess Diana. Oh, who cares that bit?
Day one in
Whatever.
England, like fuck everything that your
Right.
country is about. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I remember very vividly like the couple of I don't want to say friends because I barely knew them that were sitting next to me. And they would keep looking around and just being like, you gotta like,
Please stop. Yeah,
because
yeah.
Tone it down a little.
I started getting looks from guys
Yeah,
that look like they go there every day, and that's when I
yeah,
realized I was like, oh, okay, so they like it's fine as long as you're not belligerent and drunk and loud, which I mean, it's completely understandable. But I made that mistake the first day, and then I immediately learned. So I was like, I'm just gonna get fucking beat up here by like
Yeah,
four guys, little guys that just look like they can scrap, because that's what it usually is in pubs. Just like
Or they'll like smash a
construction
glass in
workers.
your head.
Yeah. It's
some
just like
bullshit.
construction workers that just work a very shitty job all day and just want to,
I
wind
mean,
down
I
or
get
whatever.
it, the whole royal family, but I disagree with it just on a political. I believe in, I think we should have a republic. It's insane. Like, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, like, if you, as I got older, I say it like that now instead of being like, fuck that, my family are Irish. Like, you know what I mean?
That was my
and then wonder why, like, I wake up with like bust lip and stuff, But yeah, no.
Hi, Kenny. Kenny's with us again. How you doing, Kenny?
You guys just on my ass, bro, because like I'm trying to get shit done, and it's nothing against you guys. It's just like I'm so tired of this shit where I can't find a quiet space to talk my shit. But yeah, no, as you can see, I'm still walking on the streets like a fucking madman because people are stupid. But
People are stupid.
No, don't worry about me. I'm invisible right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
I'm stupid for dealing with stupid people, but.
Mm-hmm.
Do
All right.
I
Well,
want to elaborate?
No. You already gave me a
I just want
heads
to hear
up.
the question.
All right, Hans, you want to get to the next
shit.
question?
Sure. Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you just
Hold on,
closing
Can
out
I
of the
say something
questions
really
every
quick?
single time? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Kenny.
Okay, right. So like, it's not even like okay. So like, the kid's mom is a factor, and I'm not trying to talk shit about her because she listens to this shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I know. I get DMs immediately after they're posted. So
And like, it's okay. So like, since I started working at this liquor store, and everybody notices me, and I'm just like, why does everybody notice me? And then I'm just like, I wonder why everybody notices me. And then, bro, all these like broke ass niggas be asking me for money.
What?
at the liquor store.
That's
So what's the problem?
the
She doesn't want people.
bro. What?
She doesn't want people to recognize you.
What do you know? It's not her, bro. That's just like one of no. It's like 50-50, like my kid's mom, and then like all these people, like all the home people, be asking me for change because I have a job.
Okay, so just stop hanging around homeless
Like, it's so
people then.
bad.
I mean, what do you want? How does this relate to the show?
Do I quit my job at the? What am I supposed to do? Quit my job at the liquor store? Like, that's
Hold
the kind
on.
of job I have
So
right now.
what is it?
You want me to be a bum like these niggas?
No, I'm saying, what is it? Winos that are going to buy their booze are asking you, the man who works there, for money? That sounds ridiculous to me.
Bro, I wish it was the winos, bro. All those fucking cougars and grandmas. No,
We had a perfect. By the way, we had
bro,
a perfect question for you earlier. That's around the time that you had to hop out of the call.
Well, that's not my fault, bro. Like, that's the time my kid's mom decided I'm gonna be a bitch and start shit for no reason.
That's unfortunate.
No,
all right. Well, you find somewhere to
let me
okay.
question.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Is your internet fucking sucks,
thank you.
Kenny? So go find some good internet. Hans, you want to pull up the next question?
Yes.
Okay, we'll hop on.
Thanks, Robo Kenny. All right.
No worries. Nerds.
You just call us nerds?
How do you mute him? Can you mute him?
Yeah. All right, Kenny, don't take offense. You're going on mute for right now. All right. Go ahead, Hans.
Okay, I'm just gonna be quick. I got
Go ahead, Hans.
I'm just gonna be quick. I got two girls who work in different departments where I'm working at the hospital. One I don't see nearly as often as the other, but I think I'm on pretty good terms with both of them. So I'm just really not sure how I'm supposed to advance. I mean, I'm gonna try to see if I can like get one of their numbers by the end of the week, but it's probably not gonna happen. But I don't know. I have no idea if they're in my league or not.
It's like a sweet kid.
Okay, that's the end of it.
All right, so he's on good terms with two women that he works with at a hospital, and then he kind of talks himself out of being in that good position by the end of the call.
Yeah.
He
What
sounds
do
like he lacks confidence, though.
Yeah.
That will be his undoing, if
Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
Is you started strong. I was like, oh man, this guy's got it good. He's got 2 girls, and then by the end of it, I'm like, you're not going to get anywhere with that attitude. I mean, how many times have you seen like gorgeous women, or not even gorgeous, like, yeah, gorgeous women with ugly dudes? Maybe it's just because they have money or something. Like, it doesn't
Bro,
really
go to
matter.
Ukraine, it's crazy.
That is the case, bro. That is always the case. Second off, this nigga should not be shitting where he eats. He needs to go to the hospital next.
That's a good point.
That's
next
actually, you know
door.
what? That's
Yeah.
right, Kenny. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's the real answer, man. Yeah.
Not to mention, he's doing 2 different departments. So one's in his and another one's so, bro, what if they're related or like they know somebody who's related to somebody else? Don't do that, bro. Stick to one, go to the hospital next door.
That's really good advice, to be honest.
That is the element of that.
Bro, damn. You don't even know, bro. We do dangerous stuff. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. That's a joke.
I
But,
I also think you should not worry about, I don't know if I'm in my league. Like, that's loser ass shit. Like, that should never be in your mind. You should think. Hold
Say
on.
it one more time. Say it one more time, Hans.
Because, like, if she's already talking to you, then you're good. Like, why are you thinking, well, maybe I'm not pretty enough? Shut up. Don't be the bitch. Stop thinking that. Get that mentality out of your head. And because
It's
that's
hard, though, man. People do struggle with that shit.
But that's gonna keep you from everything. Though,
yeah,
because
no, I agree.
That's gonna translate to not just that, but like everything else in your life. So like, just don't worry about that. If she tells you, you know, you stink or whatever, then okay. But like, if they're not giving you any reason for you to think that they're out of your league, I don't believe that should even be a concept to begin with, because like Laura said, like how many times do you see a woman that's supposed to be out of the league of the guy, or vice versa?
Which, by the way, to complete the thought that I was going to get on real quick, how many times have you seen that? And you know, they will date like an ugly, wealthy dude, but I've known so many wealthy guys or famous guys who don't know how to get women and still struggle with that. It's all a matter of like, okay, does the wealth or whatever that X factor is that you have, does that give you confidence to be able to go over there and feel like, okay, I can actually seal the deal? Because that's going to matter so much more. I mean, look at our dear friend Kenny here. Very successful with women. Why? We're still wondering. We don't know.
Yep.
I think as well, there's also this like fucking myth perpetuated by all these like fucking manosphere freaks where it's like women only want this, women only want that. It's like, man, I never met a woman in my life that would be like, well, he was really cool and kind and made me laugh, but he wasn't 6'2". I never met one in real life. I'm sure they exist, but man, fuck that.
That's all like I think that's all a product of people being on these dating apps, because that's where you see
and just
that,
being
that
mean to each other all the time.
I don't mean to jump in. I'm sorry. Remember that last Loveline? No, it was either the second to last one or the last one we did with that one dude who got like almost like
hello guys,
exposed.
Just like a quick one.
Hans,
What?
you're playing.
No, sorry. I don't know if
Hans was playing.
I don't know if you could hear that. Sorry about that. Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes. Continue your thought.
Okay. Remember that dude that was messing around with all those like chicks that got called out for it?
No, honestly, I don't.
Ah, damn! I wish I remembered that dude's name. Like he was messing.
I think his name was Kenny Dorsley.
No, there was another guy, but definitely not me. He like, you guys know him. Like, I was just like, damn, he's messing with
We know
unstable
him?
girls like that,
We
bro.
know him?
You, Monkey, Hans, we're all talking about the dude, bro. I can't even remember his name. He was talking to unstable girls that tried to like derail his career.
DC.
If that makes, I feel like that sounds like everybody nowadays, though.
I don't know how people find the fucking time to be doing creative endeavors and doing shit like that. Like, man, what the fuck? When do you sleep? You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to look through all those old podcasts, because I'm not gonna do that. But like, I know there was one of those instances, and it just like kind of hits home now that I see stuff, and I'm just like, everybody needs to be looked at under a microscope if they're doing like love romance type shit.
Sure,
But
Kenny. Yeah.
Whose house are you sitting outside of right now?
I'm sitting in front of, yeah, we ain't gonna say that because you guys are gonna talk shit and then she's gonna find out and
No,
then
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
get the
Oh
no.
whole.
no, that's
We
fine.
we
That's
don't.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's
Thank
fine.
you,
That's all
thank
right.
you,
It's
thank you.
okay.
Oh, it's so sad that I have to say stuff like that,
I
bro.
just thought that you were just walking around and you just sat on someone's porch. It's just like, oh, this is just
No,
someone's house.
I'd go to the off. Yeah, Lowell knows about the house across the street. I'd sit
Oh
there and see
yeah.
what
So
happens.
I went over to Kenny's one night to just like hang out, and then we were sitting on his porch and we were just watching his out of shape neighbors fuck because they were just right in the window fucking with like the windows open and everything.
That no, those are like all like young kids, bro.
Not
I
young.
don't know what
No,
you,
they were like 30 something, Kenny.
you can't say they're out of shape then,
They were
because
out of
like I'm
shape. Nah, that was a torta for sure. But anyway, we got another
what?
jot
What is out
form.
of shape?
Kenny was hard,
Yes.
is what he's saying. Okay, Lores, don't you get it? That's what he's
Oh no,
getting
no,
at.
no, no, no. I was actually going through my own heartbreak at that point. So it's just like, oh, they get to do fun stuff while people watch, and I can't do that. Fuck that.
He's
No, I'm sad.
just sadly recording it from across the street.
Why I wasn't what? No, I don't, bro. Why I need to record? I have my own recordings. I don't need to record people like a
Yeah, we
weirdo.
don't need to remind people of that, but that's all right.
Man, that's not my fault.
Hans, you want to pull up another? Are you still with us, Hans?
Yeah.
Or you want to pull up one more written one, and then do we have an audio one to end it, or no?
Well, that's what I was checking. I was checking to see if we heard this one already, but I don't know. So let me just
I
play it.
want to make friends with that out of shape lady across the street, bro.
Yeah, we know.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think she heard me too. Hi. Hey, you want to help me out really quick?
Hey, you
Oh, no.
you young person that I just said was very
You
young.
good, girl. You good. Don't worry about it.
All right. Okay.
Thank you. What? Oh my God. I don't know what to do. Next question, please.
Will you ever date an actress knowing what their reputation is?
That's a lame
with-
one to end on.
I'm looking. God, let me see. Would
Also,
you get in
no.
no. Would you get in a relationship with a girl that has a big social media presence?
Never. I think it just caused so much problems.
What
man.
is her body count like?
It's not good for security as well. Like you get fucking weird stalkerish type shit.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
But
a
what
great
type
point.
of what type of person are you as like the guy that like are you the type of dude that don't deal with like weirdos like I feel like she would have to let you know what's going on first and foremost so you can act accordingly, because like I do get it that there are risks with like that whole social media presence shit like that. But like if she likes you for you as opposed to like, oh, I'm just gonna wait to see what the next person has to offer, but she knows what you're about, there shouldn't be a problem-ish, kind of sort of. But you have to
No,
let the person know from Jump Street, I feel like. Because
no.
like
If you like me that much, quit that shit, and then we can be together. Because I don't want to deal
uh,
with everything that comes with being a online personality. Is too much to deal with
what
for a regular person, I think.
so are we coming at an aspect where like we're a regular person or like we're
Re-
also doing shit but she's bigger?
No, but like, I mean, I don't
it
get that.
depends what level, I guess, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
do you? I don't know the type of
Like
interactions that like a girl online gets, especially if they
yeah,
have like
no,
a million followers. Just like I don't.
I get that. I do get that. But like my thing is like you gotta like it. I feel like with every person, it's where you like your content. Like what type of content is she putting out? If she's doing like some comedian type shit, I could fucks with that. But if it's like one of those things where she acts like the dumbass broad jumping up and down in the air just to get like likes, yeah, you got to quit that. If she has an OF, I don't even know how the fuck she got in my DMs because I don't fuck with that. I have standards, my dude.
She wants you to
But
pay.
like,
What do you mean? She wants
yeah,
you to
no,
purchase
exactly.
her.
Yeah, that's why I have standards. I am not paying for sex, bro. You got me fucked up, bro.
But
But
here's the
like, it's
thing
just like,
too: is hold up. Regardless of whatever they're famous for, even if it was a comedian, there's still going to be a swarm of weird guys that are just hovering around and projecting some fantasy, and they might become obsessed. They might get stalkery. And then there's the other element of like, okay, well, this is probably her main form of income. Maybe she's getting like sponsorship deals for whatever the hell she's
Time to
doing.
drop it.
And
I
and
get
so it's like
that.
it's hard to detach from that, and especially if
Is
you're
she
like a
re-
normal person.
is she
Also, like, I
getting
don't think they should have
sponsorships
to,
from
but for
being
me, I'm
stalked
like, no.
though?
Hold up, sorry, Jake. What'd you say?
Sorry, I said I don't think like, oh, you should have to quit this. It's just like I'm just gonna no, you know, it's not. It's just for me. I'm like, if you want to do that, fine. I don't. It's all right, but I just don't want to be involved in anything like that. You know, like I've known people that are in that kind of world, and it's not pretty, man. And not even necessarily the person. Like it's just fucking weird, you know. And the sort of shit they have to do to like, oh yeah, like like road test, like introduce your arm and photo
Road
and like
test.
fuck out of here, man. Like it's super
Oh yeah,
shady. Like,
boyfriend
it's,
reveals and that
you
sort of
know, that
thing.
kind of shit. Like that's just not real. Like it's so strange, man. Yeah, I heard
That's
of that shit before, man.
crazy.
Yeah, right. Like why? That's not like that's not good. I don't think that's good for your fucking brain,
My
man.
thing, so my thing about like this whole shit, like, okay, so like there are levels to it. So it's like there are, but there aren't. But like it's just like, is said person willing to like, how big is her said person's fame and how are they willing to give it up? Like, can you tell that they'd be willing to give it up because they like you, or do they like the people like that's like if you have to do a whole ass boyfriend reveal, that's like crazy. I
Yeah, it's
nah,
weird,
like
right?
Well,
Like
the
that's
no,
boyfriend
like
reveal,
right.
that's always like the death knell for the social media, isn't it? Like that's
oh my
why it's
no,
always
that makes
hidden.
sense now. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that
I
makes so much
follow
sense.
there's this woman, she's like athlete with like I can't remember like animal pack, like not like fucking athlete, like actually an athlete, right? And Monica Grande, and she's cool, like she's a good like role model for like young women and stuff. And she posted on her like Instagram, like, oh yeah, here's my boyfriend. Not even like a boyfriend reveal, just like, you know, she got with this guy. And like she was saying the next day, like she was getting thousands of messages like, you fucking bitch. And like she lost all these
Oh
followers, and she's just like the
no.
sweetest person as well. Like she was like,
She
what the
cheated on
fuck?
all of them. She cheated on
Yeah, right.
10,000
Yeah, and
men.
it's like that must be fucking bizarre. Like having
So
exactly like you don't want to be
the
around that,
thing
man.
the thing with that, and like I'm not knocking the homegirl for what she did, but like it's like I feel like some of those I don't like I'm on her side a little bit because it's like, bro, you guys are getting hard-ons from watching a chick lift, and that's cool. But you guys are getting mad because she found somebody that
Yeah,
made
it's
her
ridiculous.
happy.
Yeah, it's
And
insane.
it's like I get the whole fandom thing, but like the moment your fans start hating on shit, they ain't your fans, bro. They're your haters. Cause like whole ass grown ass men are getting mad because a chick found some dude that like isn't gonna like I'm gonna be dead ass. Most of those dudes would have probably like I'm not a feminist. Lord knows I'm not a feminist. But like most of those dudes, as soon as like the next chick came through on social media, oh bet, bro. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
talking to her now because she has my
I think
attention.
this is the
She
same
doesn't even
subsect
talk to
of
them though.
like I think this is just like the Gooner Discord that you were talking
Yeah,
about, Jake.
yeah.
This is like the same type of guy. All right, Hans, you wanna give us the last question of the evening?
Um, I don't know if I don't know if we have one. There's a foreskin quest. There's two foreskin questions that are
There's
not.
two foreskin questions.
Yeah, one is
I
asking
can
if
answer them.
one is asking if I make tacos with mine. That's
All right,
funny.
no, yeah.
Oh, ew, weird. What the fuck?
It says
What? No,
here.
no. I
Yeah.
know, Hans. You have to no. You got to ask that. Or you got to. It has to be tacos. How the fuck you make tacos with foreskin?
Why are you asking me? I don't do that, Kitty. Like, what the fuck? How am I
Hans,
supposed
as
to answer
somebody,
that?
no. As somebody who proudly advocates that, like I have never made a taco with my shit, bro. So that just throws me off. So like I need to understand how he did that, and
Can
like
you
if he needs to get checked, bro. If he's making tacos with his foreskin.
Can you explain to me what do you mean by as someone that advocates for making tacos with your foreskin?
No. As somebody that advocates about the foreskin, not the taco part. That shit
Oh, you're a
sounds
foreskin
weird.
advocate. That's
Yeah, the
okay.
foreskin. Like, bro, that's natural. Everything else is just weird. We've had this conversation before too, just so you guys know.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else
Question.
we got, Hans?
We found out how Kenny, Loris, and Hans lost their innocence in virginity. How did Jake become a man of the world in this matter?
Can't say
I
that.
am kind of curious about
that. Oh man, that'll be too much, man. But I was young, man. I was like 14, I think, 15, some shit. In England, that's pretty normal, I think.
Get it while you're young.
I can't say, but I cut this out. But like it's.
Oh,
there you go, bro.
Sorry, I can't say that. Sorry, but yeah.
There's one about a 21-year-old black girl that wants to kiss me or whatever, which is sure.
Nice. You should take her up on that.
Yeah.
Mons, get it, bro. You guys would have some nice babies.
All right, I guess that's it. Jake, thank you so much for joining us for this Loveline
Thanks, man.
special.
That was a lot of fun, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, man. Sorry it was a day late, but yeah, we made it.
I am terribly sorry that I wasn't able to be here for the full thing because I would have loved to, but life sucks right now, and like I'm trying to make it my bitch. But I would have loved to like talk more with Jake. That's what's pissing me off, bro. That's like
It's
legit
cool,
the only
man. We'll
thing
do it another time, definitely. Let's do it again.
Whenever you're ready, bro, like follow me. Bro, we talk later. I'm smoking my cigarette.
Cool, man. Good to see you.
All right. And well, that has been our international Loveline special. Everybody go check out Jake Hanrahan's work. You probably already do. Away Days, Popular Front. There's so much good stuff, and always a high level of quality you get from Jake's work. Again, this was a blast, and we got to cover Night Moves at some point. Whoever paid for that episode, waiting 3 years for it.
Like that's 3 years.
It's literally been at least a year since that was.
I need to
originally put in
rewatch it,
motion.
man. Such a
Me
good
too.
film, though. Yeah.
That's why we don't
It's
get any
terrific.
requests anymore, because of that one.
That one's bottlenecking everything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh,
We'll get
shit.
to it. We'll get to it. But
Okay.
that's been Movies. That's been B-Bang. That's been Loveline. Thank you for listening.